Holy moly, holy moly. Sorry about that delay, guys. What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching today, baby. All right, guys, it's time for the Wednesday live stream. My sincere apologies for being late. I had a lot of stuff going on here, so sorry about that, guys. Remember, guys, that the Wednesday live streams are long form videos. So these are live stream videos, and we will be on here for 1 or 2 or 3 hours, whatever it ends up being. So if you're just stopping in here, please smash the like so it lets others know we're on here. I'm going to play a song for a few minutes, and we will be back in a few minutes. And don't forget, guys, we usually talk about Suboxone, Sublocade, Kratom, opiate addiction, anything like that, alcohol we've been talking about. Let's talk about it, and we will see you guys in just a few minutes. Bye. hopefully everything works this time. Sorry about the delay, guys. We are way behind schedule here. Yoicks. Zoinks. I don't know, Scoob. All right, how's everybody doing out there? How is everybody doing? Please say hello. Please say hello. Sorry about the delay, guys. What do you think of that new intro song? Not bad, not bad. I like the jam. Saw T said she was jamming to it or something like that. Let me switch this around real quick. Guys, you see the disclaimer on the bottom which states that I am not a doctor and nothing on this channel is medical advice. So if you, my friend, if you are struggling with addiction, please seek out your own medical professional. And remember that everything said on this channel is for entertainment purposes only. Also, it says, please be sure and share with us your updates, your goals, or your setbacks if you had them. We want to support you on your path to freedom. So hopefully some people out there who were struggling last week can give us updates on whatever they're going through this week. Let us know, guys, if you have any updates to share with the group for the week. I would love to read them. And let us know how you guys are doing. Please be sure and smash that like button if you guys could. Lets others know that we are up in here, even though we are late. All right, let's remove the disclaimer, and I'm going to go ahead and throw up the sponsors of the past 7 days. These are the people who financially support this channel, so super shout out to the sponsors of the week. They are scrolling across the bottom now, and I will go ahead and thank them a little bit later. So shout out to the sponsors. I appreciate you guys. So let's go ahead and see who is up in here. See who is up in here. Please say hello, guys. Please say hello. So T coming up in here says, hey, everyone, show Kevin some love and hit the like button on your way in. Yes, I appreciate everybody who can do that. Smash the thing that looks like this. That would be great. I was already running late, and then I got up here to this computer room and I realized that my power went out the other day, so everything was totally turned off. It's probably not a bad thing for the computer because it needed a rest. I don't think I've turned it off once since I've got it, so poor computer. I'm the worst computer man out there, so the computer needed a full reboot, and then I had to reset the lighting and get everything all set up. Like, it was quite a pain in the butt, so sorry guys, that's what took me so long. Let's see here. Callie Love, you made it. What's up? Where you been? Any updates with you, Callie? Let us know, please. Let us know how the Sublocade is going for you. If you made any changes to anything, Callie Love, it would be great to hear. If you haven't made any changes, let us know how you're doing with Sublocade. What are your opinions on Sublocade so far? And how long have you been on Sublocade now, Callie? If you could let us know, that would be good to, since you're up in here early. I don't think you made it to the first part of a live stream for a long time, so it's cool to see your name popping up in here. T says, kicking addiction, let me know if there's anything I can do to help. If you could fix this computer for me, T, I'll be real good. T's going live after me, so okay, we'll make sure that we post that up at the end, of course, as always. T, good to see you in here, Tara. Marky Rizzo in the house is late. Yes, I'm late. Yes. It doesn't happen often, but it did happen today. George says, what's up, brother? How's your week been? My week has been pretty busy. How's yours been? How you doing, George? Any updates with you? Let us know. I see some more people rolling in here. You guys must be smashing the like button. Let me go ahead and check the likes. Hopefully we can get that baby up to 10 here soon. So we're currently at 5 likes, guys. If we can get that baby to 10, it will let the others know that we're in here chilling and chatting. So please hit the thing that looks like this. Look at that big old freaking hand. Let's see who else is up in here. So Marky says, Tara, hey, yo. How's it going, Marky? Let's see here. Grinding away, T. Big bad business owner soon. Uh-oh. Marky's over there coming up, it looks like. It looks like you changed your picture, Marky. Is that you golfing? It's kind of hard to see. Looks like Marky's got a new profile picture up. Let's see here. T says, you're big and bad as is, Marky. So T says, Kevin, I dig the music. You got my head bobbing over here. Yeah, it's kind of like a catchy, chill, kickback type music. I like the I think it was a violin. Oh, Kingdom says the beat is fire. I thought you might like that, brother. Good to see you in here, Kingdom. Good to see you as always, my friend. How you doing, Kingdom, without the Kratom? Let us know if there's any updates with you as far as the Kratom withdrawal. How's it been going? Are you still going okay without any Kratom? How's that been working for you? Also, how's your pain been? Because I know that you have a lot of issues with chronic pain. So let us know how the pain is working for you now that you don't have the Kratom. So yeah, let us know how the Kratom's going, brother. Also, Slow-Mo, I saw you're up in here. He says, sup, peeps? Good to see you, Slow. Yo. Hey, Slow-Mo, how's the Kratom going? Any updates with your Kratom, brother? Let us know. Let us know. Hopefully things are still going smooth with you, my friend. Let's see here. Kimmy B in the house says, hey, y'all. Hey, big and bad Marky. The big bad Marky. Good to see you in here, Kimmy B. Good to see you as always. Good to see you. How you doing, Kimmy? How you doing? Marky says, distinguished gentleman. Haha. Oh, I forgot to click on these comments. Sorry about that, guys. I usually pop them up on the screen there. So Slow-Mo says, what's up, peeps? What's up? Good to see you, brother. Hopefully things going well for you, good sir. Let's see here. Sir Slow-Mo. There's Kimberly, baby. So George says, I'm on day 7 of Suboxone withdrawal. I was feeling a good bit better enough to go back to the gym, but the past 2 days have been sick again. Wow. So what dose did you jump off of, George? Congratulations to making it to day 7. You know, it shouldn't get any harder than where you're at now. It should start getting a little bit better, I would think. But I'm really curious at what dose you jumped off and how has your withdrawal been so far. Let us know, George. Let us know. And also, how long were you on Suboxone? Let's see here. Kimmy. Slow-Mo says, you got this, George. It gets better in about 2 weeks. My clocks are all janky up on here. Seriously, I've got a lot of things I need to reset on here. Wow. Oh, wow. 2 weeks. So, Kingdom says 6 days with no Kratom. It's going to be 7 by 11 p.m. tonight. Wow, that's really impressive, man. So what did you stop taking Kratom at? Was it 3 grams or was it 1 gram? I can't remember. I keep getting you and Slow mixed up on the doses. I'm pretty sure. I think you were down to 1 gram, right? And I think Slow was at 3 grams. Pretty sure that's what the doses were. So Slow says steady on 3 grams a day for now on the Kratom. All right, so things are going pretty smooth on the 3 grams a day for you. Are you having any issues at that dose, Slow? Let us know how that's going for you. That's crushing. Yeah, Kingdom, your channel's been doing really good too. So you're doing good with your channel and with the Kratom stuff. So really, shout out to you, brother. There was a comment I wanted to read. See if I can pull it up. Where is she? Comments. Party Hat just left a comment. It says, I actually asked my Sublocade or Suboxone doctor to test my testosterone levels. Oh, to test his bube levels. He said there were no available testing sites, not even from the big hospital 2 hours away. This sucks. I really wanted to know because I've been having to take regular Zubsolv along with my Sublocade at times. Wow, very interesting. Very interesting. Party Hat, if you see this on the replay, let us know what dose of Sublocade you're on. Yeah, guys, if you're taking Sublocade and you're at least onto your 2nd month, you should be able to go without any oral doses. So if you're still needing to take Zubsolv with your Sublocade, then talk to your doctor about upping your dose. Maybe you're on too low of a dose, but something doesn't sound right with that. or have you just not been able to let go of the oral addiction part of it yet? Sometimes people struggle with that for a few months, but definitely, usually, guys, by the time you hit your second shot, you should be able to let that oral dose go. Let's see here. My comments are a little weird here. This was a comment that Misfit Infantry says. He thought my name was Kyle for some reason. He says, Kyle, I was on subs for 7 years, dude, with the last couple of years being on 16 to 24 milligrams of Suboxone per day. So he's on high dose Suboxone, right? He says, I got one 300 milligram Sublocade shot 2 weeks ago and not one issue. He says, this is his words. He says, it's a miracle drug. He says, I'm actually running and working out again. That's how good I feel. Highly recommend it. It's like you always have a lot on your system at all times. Never any issues. Like not one, except the area of the shot injection was sore for a day or two. So awesome stuff. Good to see somebody going from the daily dosing addiction part of it to getting that much freedom, right? From going to having to dose yourself every day and to fight your brain on what dose you're going to take for each day, to going to just taking a shot and I'll see you next month, doc, right? Guys, there's a lot of freedom to be had if you're in the position to be able to switch to Sublocade, if your insurance will pay for it. This is a comment somebody made about Kratom. So I'm going to start reading a few of the comments in the live streams because I know not every... Whoa, so y'all must have hit the like button because we just had a jump up of people up in here. We got 22 people in here, guys. If you guys could please smash that like button. Let's see where we're at on the likes. You guys know I read each and every comment, so be patient with me as I tend to get behind, and I do that intentionally. So we're at 10 likes, guys. We've got 22 people in here. If you guys could please smash the like button, I would really, really appreciate you. It looks like this. So I want to read this comment real quick here. It's a Kratom comment. So the person says, this was Simply Savvy, says, I used Kratom during cold turkey withdrawal from methadone. My withdrawal would not resolve within a reasonable time, and I went on Suboxone. So she tried a cold turkey methadone, guys, and as you guys know, that would be pretty damn challenging for anybody. So she went on Suboxone, and now she says, I'm wondering if it would still be helpful. I wonder if it would still be helpful at all for energy, depression, or tapering while still on Suboxone, or would it be pointless? So she's asking if she should take Kratom while trying to taper Suboxone. And this was my response to her. I said, in my honest opinion, using Kratom while being on Suboxone is useless. I said, it will give you more side effects while providing little to no benefit. I said, constipation would be a huge worry. I said, stick with the subs and taper down when you've got some good clean time and you feel like you're ready to be off, with the blessing of your doctor, of course. So yeah, guys, I don't think it's the best idea to be using Kratom and Suboxone at the same time. I would say just stick with one or the other is usually the best way to go. In my experience, when I was on Suboxone, I couldn't feel anything with the Kratom. It blocked, because you guys know Suboxone is a heavy duty medication. It's an opiate blocker, right? So it blocks any of the feelings that I would have gotten from the Kratom had I not been on Suboxone. So I think it's best just to stay with one or the other and then taper down whatever one you feel best on, right? If you feel better on Kratom, then taper down with the Kratom. If you feel like you're doing better on Suboxone, then stay on Suboxone and just taper down. So obviously talk to your doctor, guys. But it looks like we got our first sponsor bomb of the day. Shout out to Jill coming through with a $20 super chat, baby. And you know we have to fire up the sponsor jet here. Let's go ahead and do that now. Thank you, Jill. I appreciate the love, girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah. Drop it. Oh. Shout out to Jill coming through with a $20 super chat. I really appreciate the love, girl. It's good to see you up in here. Good to see you up in here, Jill. So what did you guys think about those questions and comments that I just read? Do you guys agree with what I said? Do you guys have any opinions, any differing opinions? I'm welcome to hear it. I'd like to know what you guys think about that. I'm going to leave the sponsorship up on the screen for a bit, and I'm going to read through the comments here. So get back to the comments before I start to get way too far behind. I appreciate you guys going off in the comments. Keeps the stream going. So I appreciate you guys that do drop the comments. If you're in here ghost listening, please hop out. Just say hello. We're friendly. We don't bite here. We are friendly. So back to the comments we go. George says, I'm not even sure if I'm feeling withdrawal. I have a genuine cold as well. Maybe the Kratom making me feel sick also. So I've thrown that out. So I'm a little bit confused then. So did you switch from Suboxone to Kratom, George? Because if you did, that's going to mask the withdrawal symptoms, right? So I'm not sure if that's what you're saying. So I've thrown that out. So are you on Kratom right now, George, or nothing? I'm a little confused here. Israel, what's up? Israel says, hey guys, I got my first 300 milligram Sublocade shot yesterday. Wow, you finally did it, man. Long time coming, long time coming. How are you feeling, man? How are you feeling? Remind us of the dose again. Weren't you on, was it like 8 or 60 milligrams of Suboxone? I can't remember your dose. Israel, let us know the dose that you were on, and how are you feeling? How are you feeling so far? Let us know how that's going for you, Israel. Keep us in the loop on how that works for you. So Kingdom says, before I completely stopped, I was on 1 gram for about a month now. Now I'm done. So he tapered down to 1 gram on the Kratom for about a month, and now he's done. That is awesome. He says, all glory to the Father. Brim says, hey guys, what's up, Brim? How you doing? So Kingdom, did you have much withdrawal symptom at all, or was it pretty easy to walk off at the 1 gram dose? Callie Love says, update, I'm going strong on Sublocade. That is awesome, Callie. Are you still doing the 300 milligram shots? And if so, are you spacing them out yet, Callie? Let us know. I think you were starting to do that last time you talked to us, but I can't remember here. Let us know, Callie. All right, scrolling here. Slow-mo says 3 grams a day is good. Hope to slide off soon. Yo. Yeah, let us know when you decide to do that, Slow. I'm wondering, are you going to go down to like 2 grams first and then 1? Or are you just going to go from 3 grams? What are you thinking there, Slow? Chris says, I talked to my doctor about Sublocade shot. He said there isn't anyone out here doing it in Montana. Wow. Yeah, guys, there are some areas like that. You know, when I talked to Dr. Chris Park, he deals with bupe on a daily basis, right? He prescribes a lot of people Suboxone, but last time I talked to him, he hasn't even done any Sublocade shots yet. And that's somebody who specializes in addiction medicine, right? So there are still some places out there, apparently, like Chris is saying, there's a place in Montana that nobody is on Sublocade yet. That blows my mind, guys. This medication has been on the market since 2017. But yeah, if you live in an area that doesn't have a lot of people, there's likely not many people that have going to be talking to their doctor about that, right? But is your doctor willing to do that for you, Chris? Let's see here. Jill says, hey guys. Good to see you hopping in here, Jill. So Brim says, I got my second shot of Sublocade, 300 milligram last week, and I'm doing great. My stomach is itchy and it looks bruised. Weird. Yeah. It can tend to do that. I would say try to keep the best kind of lotion, or if you can afford something better than lotion, what's that stuff called, guys? There's some really expensive stuff that's for dry skin. I don't remember what it's called, but it's like $20 for like a small bottle. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. At the very least, keep some really, really good lotion on there, and that will help it from drying out. And the bruise, sometimes that could be normal. It'll go away, right? It'll go away. So sometimes you get bruised, sometimes you don't. So what dose of Suboxone were you on, Brim? And have you taken any oral doses, or were you able to kick the oral addiction from day one? That's something I want to hear from a lot of you guys who recently made the switch to Sublocade. Have you been able to kick the oral addiction to oral meds yet, or are you still finding that you supplement here and there? I want to know that from you guys. Let us know. And welcome to the group, Brim. He says, I'm new here, but history is 8 years on 12 milligrams of Suboxone, but I always took more. Dumb. Because as you guys know, there's a ceiling effect with Suboxone, right? So even though our brain is trying to trick us into taking more, we know it's not going to do anything more. It's got the ceiling effect, right? So he says, anyway, finally decided to free myself, and doctors suggested Sublocade. I took my first shot last month, 300 milligrams. I got my second shot last week. No issues. The doctor suggested 4 more 100 milligram shots and then done. Also, I have a Blue Cross Blue Shield, and they covered 1,500 of the shot. In support, guys. That's the thing I'm always telling you guys about. Insupport.com covers the rest. So fully covered. Amazing. God is good, he says. So that's another person right there, guys, that will back up what I tell you. Check out insupport.com. If your insurance tells you they only cover X amount, if they only cover $1,000 of the shot, go to insupport.com. It's a quick sign up, and you'll find out quickly if you're approved or not. So guys, go check that out. If you have to pay $500 a month for the shot, go to insupport.com. There are many people out there who are saving a lot of money on Sublocade going through the website that I tell you guys about, insupport.com. I have no affiliation with the website. It's just simply a way for you guys who are interested in Sublocade to save a lot of money. So really, really glad to hear that, Brim. Thank you very much for that update. He says, super easy, and the doctor helped out. So were you able to stop dosing from day one, Brim? Because sometimes people struggle with letting go of that oral addiction, right? But sometimes people can knock it out from day one. So I'm really interested to hear for the Sublocade people. He says, yeah. So from day one, you were good to go? Yeah, guys, there's a lot of freedom to be had with the Sublocade shot, right? Especially if you're just somebody who wants to stay on it for maintenance for a while and you have the insurance to pay for it. I'm telling you guys, it's a night and day difference to go from Suboxone to Sublocade. It's a huge, huge difference. And you don't know until you experience it. All right, let me get back to the comments before I get too far behind. We got 24 people in here, guys. Please, please, please smash that like button so we can get that baby up to 30. If we get the likes up to 30, I guarantee more people will show up in here. So we're at 16 likes, guys. Let's get that baby to 20 real quick if you could. Bang, bang, bang. All right, continuing to the comments. Oh, guys, I have a funny Uber story. So I was doing Uber before I did the live stream. I had the same chick 3 rides in a row. That is crazy. That has never happened before. Literally dropped her off. Started heading back, boom, same pin. I was like, oh, I guess that's her again. So did the same thing again. I'm like, this is so weird. That has never happened. Let's see here. So, okay, so Kingdom says, stick with Kratom in my honest opinion, but take it responsibly. So I don't know if there might be a little bit of confusion on that. So the person is already on Suboxone. So they're just wondering if they should take Kratom with the Suboxone. So Slow says, Kratom over subs any day in my honest opinion. So he likes the Kratom lifestyle, but you have to remember he has heard the warnings about Kratom. He has never had a Kratom addiction. So he did it responsibly. He tapered down to a low dose of Suboxone, and then he methodically transferred over to Kratom from there, right, guys? So George says, is Kratom bad for the liver? Yes, but so is Suboxone, right? Drop it like it's hot. Marky says, Kratom responsibly. So Marky's saying, make sure you use Kratom responsibly. It just doesn't have that pharma grip if you truly try. Yes, that is true. Yeah, you can get Kratom a lot easier than you can get Suboxone, right? I really wonder how much the cost would be overall if you compared Kratom to Suboxone. I don't know if there's really a way to calculate it. Callie says, update going strong on Sublocade. So here we go. We got a good update from T. She says, life update. I got approved for a new place. What? Oh, you know we got to get some kind of sound effect for that. Well, this is for T right here. So she says she got a new place. It's super cute and way more spacious than what I have now. It looks like I'll be moving within the next week or two. OMG. Wow. That reminds me, I've been pretty stressed out, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Congratulations to you, T. We're really happy. Really happy things are going so well for you, girl. You deserve it. You deserve it, T. So I had guys, check out how shady this shit is. My janky ass landlord. So they put a rental renewal on my door, right? And they expect the 60-day notice the next day if we're gonna leave. What? What kind of business is that, dude? That is fucked up. Sorry for swearing, guys. I don't swear very much. That shit pissed me off, though. Like, they give out the rate hike, right? So, of course, they're going to piss people off. And I told them if they do this, I said, you're going to turn this place into a ghost town. I've seen them do this before. They get too greedy because we have new management. They get too greedy, and then they raise everyone's rates up, you know, 150, 200 bucks a month, and then the place empties out. It's like, you screwed yourself, man. Keep the place full. So yeah, so I basically called their bluff and I negotiated, guys. And this is something I wanted to talk about. And this goes with anything in life, not just negotiating your rent, right? This goes with relationship boundaries that you're setting up with people. This could go with anything, guys, really. Any type of relationship, any type of car deal or rent agreement. It could be anything, guys. You don't get what you deserve in life. You get what you negotiate, right? So if I would have done what my next door neighbors did, they just said, screw it. We don't dare to negotiate because we'll be worried that we're going to be homeless. So they just buckled up and paid the amount, right? I said, I can't afford that much of a jump, dude. I said, you guys got to work with me. So he was like, okay, well, if you really can't do it, then put in a note that it's your 60-day note. So it was like getting real, right? And I had to decide this pretty much on the spot because of the lack of the date that they gave us. So he's all, write out a note, says you're going to give us your 60-day notice unless we can work with you on the rental rate. So I did just that. And I said, you know, I'm willing to raise my rent $65 a month, but I'm not doing the $125 that you requested. So I said, if you can't do that, then this is my 60-day notice. And then I was looking at the availability here, and I'm in a 2-bedroom unit, and they don't have any other 2-bedroom units available. They have a bunch of 3 bedrooms. So I was like, damn, dude, I seen 2 people move in last week. So I was like, I might be homeless here soon. I was so close to just calling him and being like, dude, screw it. Let's just do it. You know, cause I was worried that he was going to be like, hey, we got your unit rented out. You're out in 60 days. And I hate moving, guys. I freaking dread moving. But I didn't do it, and boom, saved myself an extra $60 something a month on rent. So, yeah, guys, like, you could sit back and take whatever people are trying to dish out to you, or you can set boundaries, right? Just like when you're entering into a new relationship, you need to let the person know your boundaries, because if they cross those boundaries, you need to be prepared to walk away. Like I was prepared to walk away from this house. I didn't want to. But I didn't want to sit back and just let them railroad me on the rent either. So negotiate with people, guys. Don't be afraid to set boundaries with people. Tell people you don't accept drama in your life. And if you do bring drama into my life, then I'll have to get rid of you, right? This is a no drama zone. We want to keep it that way. Damn, 30 people in here, guys. Smash the like. We got 30 people in here. Let's go ahead and see if we got that baby over 20 likes yet. I would appreciate you guys if you could reach down and kindly smash this thing. We're only at 18 likes, so we need a few more to get that baby up there. If you guys could please do that. So yeah, guys, don't just let people take advantage of you. Negotiate. Life is all about negotiating deals, right? Danielle says, hi, everyone. What's up, Danielle? Good to see you. Good to see you. Sorry, guys, I'm behind the comments. I'm trying to super speedy scroll here. Oh, yeah. So Israel says, I was on 24 milligrams of Zubsolv. My doctor gave me pills to take if needed, but I've been good. Haven't needed to take any pills. Okay, so you probably have heard me say this before, Israel, but I'm going to say it again. So if you're good right now, I would say to get rid of those pills or put them somewhere where you don't have immediate access to them. Because what will happen, I don't remember who it was that said this comment a while back. I think it was Carrie. It was Carrie. She says, if you have Suboxone or Zubsolv, if you have it available, your brain will trick you to thinking that you need it, right? So if you know that you've got those and you're getting used to the steady stream, the stability that Sublocade brings, you might get bored one day, or you might try to trick yourself into thinking, oh, is that a withdrawal side effect? I need to get my Zubsolv. And then you're screwing yourself with the daily addiction habit, right? So I would suggest, if you're doing good right now, Israel, and you haven't needed to take any yet, I would get rid of those, my friend. I really would. Or at least have somebody hold them for you, to where it'll kind of keep you accountable, right? If you just have them chilling on the cupboard, you're going to get bored one day, or you're going to get curious and you're going to dip into it. I promise you. Callie says, still doing great on she says, still doing great on 300 shots, spacing them out farther and farther. I'm spacing at 9 weeks right now. Shots don't even hurt anymore. It's no big deal. Bam, right there, guys, right there. The first Sublocade shot you get is going to hurt the worst because you don't know what to expect. You've got all this anticipation built up, and you've heard people say how bad it stings. But after you start getting a few, guys, it's literally no big deal at all. No big deal at all. But awesome stuff that she's going 9 weeks. Imagine going from having to dose yourself, guys, twice a day with Suboxone to stopping in for a 5-minute doctor shot once every 9 weeks. You can't tell me that's not a huge, huge upgrade, and not having to think about your dose all day. And how are you going to taper down to your next dose? You don't have to think about that anymore once you're on Sublocade. So glad things are going well for you, Callie. Really glad to hear that. Thank you for the update. What's your plan from here, Callie? Let us know if you have a plan, or are you just kind of winging it as you go. So Kimmy says Eucerin. I don't know what that is. I can't remember what the question that I asked you guys about that either. Sorry on that one. So Callie says, I have many bruises still from my shots. The doctor says I bruise easily. Very interesting. So what's the end plan, Callie Love? Marky says. Let's see. Where am I at here? Looks like I'm not getting too... I feel like the StreamYard is like skipping some comments. Yeah, that... Oh, never mind. My bad. I'm going to go ahead and thank the sponsors of the week, guys. You see them scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Give me just a moment to let that recycle through. I already read those comments here. So Callie says, if you do in support, do you still have to pay for doctor visits? I'm not sure on that one. I think so. But the sponsors of the week, guys, we had Valiant Brand was the sponsor of the week yet again. He went through with a $120 Cashapp donation, or sorry, Venmo donation. So super shout out to Valiant Brand. I don't see him in here yet today. Maybe he can show up a little bit later. But thank you, Valiant Brand, for showing love to the channel and being the sponsor of the week for the 3rd week in a row now, I believe. Shout out to you, my friend. I appreciate the love. Also, KG Smith helping out with a big time $50 Cash App. Shout out to you, KG Smith. I appreciate the love, baby. I don't see her up in here today. Maybe she could see this on the replay crew. We also had Lori O and Kimmy B, baby. And also Justin coming through some donations to the channel. So I really, really, really appreciate each and every one of you who have donated to this channel. You guys do keep the channel going, and I really do appreciate the love that you guys do show to this channel, because you guys know that YouTube does nothing for channels like this. So if you value this channel and you would like to show your support, you can do so at the Venmo or the Cash App links that are on the screen now, guys. Or if you don't have those things, a super chat or a super sticker on the live stream or the replay crew, shout out to the replay crew, would help out as well. So thank you, everybody who has sponsored this channel. I appreciate y'all big time. Oh yeah. And back to the comments we go. George says, does Uber pay well in your city? It depends on a lot of things. Uber is very inconsistent. I would say one day you could be making $5 an hour, and the next day you could be making $50 an hour. So it's all over the place. It's very, very hit and miss. If any of you guys are out there considering doing Uber, I would highly suggest to not quit your day job. It is very unreliable pay. It's kind of like a fun side gig is kind of what you could think of it as. I definitely highly suggest do not go buy a brand new car. Don't try to be Mr. Cool person and go buy a Tesla to go do Uber. It doesn't matter if you're driving an Uber or a $2,000 Hyundai like I have. You're not going to make more money just because you have a $40,000, $50,000 car. In fact, I would highly suggest nobody use a really flashy car to do Uber because people do not care. I had a lady spill about a gallon of vodka in my back seat the other day, and she didn't tell me. Thankfully, my next rider, she got in and she got out, and she's like, my butt is soaking wet. She's like, look at your seat. I was like, oh, you got to be shitting me. This lady literally spilled a lot of vodka on my back seat and did not tell me. So you got to be ready for some crazy shit like that if you're going to do Uber or Lyft. There's been a lot of crazy things that have happened. It is an adventure. I got to say it's fun in a lot of ways, but it's very stressful in a lot of other ways, right? So yeah, very interesting stuff. What's up, Justin? Good to see you, bro. Good to see you. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Where was I at? Here we go. Yeah, but Callie, on the question of the in support, I don't think that they're going to pay for doctor visits. I'm pretty sure it's just the medication, if I can recall that right. But if anybody knows that answer for sure, let us know. Let's see. Brim says, no, it was easy to stop orally. So that's good to hear. That's really good to hear. Some people don't have such an easy time, so I'm glad that that was easy for you to do. You really got to be ready for the steadiness, guys. If you like the way that you feel once your Suboxone kicks in for the day, it might be hard to let that go, right? So Brim says you still have to pay a copay. Let's see, you still have to pay my copay at the office, $30 a visit. So yeah, that's really cheap. Yeah, I've heard some people say that their doctor charges them like $100 or $150 or $200 like a nurse injection fee. That's a ripoff, guys. Don't go for that. It seriously takes 2 minutes. Brim says, one more thing. I'm going to get my testosterone checked this week. I will keep you posted on my numbers. I still have to pay a copay at my doctor's office. Yeah, definitely check your guys' testosterone for sure. If you're on any of these things that we talk about, right? Even if you just drink alcohol on a normal basis and you don't take Kratom or you don't take Suboxone or you don't take Sublocade, you should still check your testosterone levels. Let's see. Something else I wanted to talk about real quick, guys. This is to my fellow content creators out there. There's somebody within our community, I'm not going to name names here, that really had some issues. And I'm going to go ahead and bring up what they said. If you guys know who it is, you know who it is. I'm not going to say who. But this was a post. And I want my other content creators to take this very seriously, especially people who are just getting started. So this is a post from a person that many of us in this channel right here know, right? So this person says, I'm taking a serious break from this YouTube crap and even second guessing on doing this anymore. After someone posted my number on a fake Craigslist ad, drama, falling out with a lot of people on here because I don't text them back instantly, people talking behind my back on these Discord, Telegram apps. All of my contact info had been taken off and I got a new phone number. I'm really stressing out big time over this move and this, that. And the last thing I'm worried about right now is getting back to every single person and every single comment. So yeah, guys, that guys right there is why you need to be really guarded with your information. When I see new YouTubers starting out, and I get it, guys, we all want to be helpful, right? They start out and they post their number on they're like, hit me up. And we've seen other content creators with a substantial amount of subscribers do that. And then they got people hitting them up and you have random people coming into your life from the internet. And there can be a lot of drama that happens, right? There's other channels out there. I'm sure you guys know probably who I'm talking about. it's not a good idea to just post your contact information out for the whole world to see, guys. I promise you, don't do it. I understand you want to be helpful, and it starts out all fun and happy when you've got, 50 or 100 subscribers, but when your channel starts to get traction, all it takes is one person that doesn't like you guys to really do what that person did, right? And there's a lot of trolls out there, so be really, really careful. That on top of, we've got our own lives to manage, right? Like, I don't even text my own family back most of the time. So I'm certainly not going to sit there and text back and forth with strangers on the internet. It doesn't even make sense to me. So please, guys, please don't be posting your number up on YouTube for the World Wide Web for total strangers to be able to do whatever they want with your contact information, guys. Please, please, please be careful out there, guys, because shit can get crazy, right? There's a lot of wild people out there. And like I said, if you say things that people disagree with, you might piss somebody off and cause yourself a lot of drama. So try to keep the peace wherever you can. Be nice to everybody. And don't just put your contact information out there, guys. Back to the comments we go. So, and another thing about that is, like, a lot of people can feel kind of offended that you're not just willing to give them your information and contact and text them all day long, right, guys? And that's just not really it's just not reasonable. There's so many people out there, right? Like, it's too much, especially for a guy like me. I get overwhelmed way too easy. So if I had to sit here and respond to people and their relapse is hanging on the balance of if I text back or not, that's just way too much pressure. So just be careful, guys. Marky. Okay, so Kimmy says, no updates really since last night's stream. Laugh out loud. George says, that's how all landlords are, scum of the earth. I have been screwed over by landlords doing electrical work for them, and they don't pay. Scumbags. So T says, great work negotiating the increase. You're a rock star, Kev. I appreciate that, T. I don't even want to know how much it costs to live out where you're at. It's got to be real expensive. My neighbor was showing me their last, the place that they live in California. It was a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, and they've raised the price to $3,500 a month for rent. Oh my God. I'm like, wow, no way. Marky says, how much does a 2-bedroom apartment cost out there, Kev? To buy, not to rent. So a 2-bedroom apartment to buy for a decent 2-bedroom apartment would probably be, honestly, they don't sell a lot of apartments like that. Almost all the apartments here are rental units. But I would say probably about your average 2-bedroom would be probably $250 to $300 grand. If you get like just your basic townhouse with a 2-car garage, 3-bedroom, just your basic townhouse, it's like $350, $400. How's that compare to you guys? I'm so pissed off, guys. I had the nicest freaking house. I bought it when the market crashed in 2008 or 9. I think I bought it in 2010. I bought it at the very bottom. I had this brand new house, guys, 3,200 square feet. I was paying $1,200 a month for my house payment. I paid $220,000, and that house is now worth $650. Oh, I hate thinking about that. I sold the house in 2017 for $317, thinking I was Mr. Hot Shot, thinking I was like, oh, this market's topped out. It's going to crash from here. And then just keeps on going. So I really, really kicked myself for selling that house. It was a very, very nice house. So you don't know what you got till it's gone sometimes, guys, right? That's life. Jill says, FYI, my fishing cottage is waiting for me in Illinois. Laugh out loud. Are you serious or no? Old Habit says, I had a rough week, relapse, but not on my doc. Oh, not on your DOC. That's not good, my friend. What? Wow, there's so much information coming from that. Let's see here. What did you relapse on, Old Habits? Eric says if you would have expected paying that $200 increase, they would have come 6 months later asking for more increase. The increase is slowly. Yeah, they make it. Well, they make us do 12-month lease here, so it would have had to been 12 months later. But yeah, I'm fully expecting them to try the same thing again next year. I'm currently about 20 minutes behind the comments, guys. Be patient with me. You know I'll get caught up. Justin says, what's up, YouTubers? Good to see you, Justin. Good to see you, bro. We've been on here for about 45 minutes now, guys. 45 minutes. Feels like we've been on here longer than that. Scrolling. Keep these doggies scrolling. I identify as a dinosaur. How did you know? I know where y'all coming with that from. To identify. Let's see here. T says, oh yeah, another life update. I went to City Hall yesterday. These lights are bright as hell. City Hall yesterday /afternoon/evening and made a public comment in front of the mayor and the city council. They approved the cause. It was my first time. What? That's freaking cool. Damn, look at T out there doing things in her local community. So what was the comment? T? Keith says, blessings all. My last Sublocade shot of 100 milligrams was January 31st, and I have an appointment in mid-March for a checkup. Hoping to feel stable in the summer. Off all summer, and if I feel anything, that's when I expect. Peace. That's nice you have the summer off. Yeah, absolutely. Well, you kind of know what to expect, Keith, right? Because you've been there before. You've been there before, my friend. Just a quick side note, guys. We've got 21 people still hanging out in here. Let's go ahead and check the likes. If you guys haven't yet smashed that like button, I would appreciate you if you could do that. We've got 24 likes. If we can get that baby to 30, it will make me smile. Sheesh. Let's see. Kimmy says, yeah, don't give your number to a bunch of strangers. Yes, please don't do that, guys. Like I said, I understand you want to help, especially when you're a new YouTuber. You know, you want to give everybody your email and your contact information and give them all your social media. It's just not a good idea, especially when you're talking about the things that we talk about in the recovery community, because a lot of people have differing opinions, right? And that's okay. But if they have all your information, sometimes when I see like how Nicole, like she like put out her address out there, I'm like, what are you doing, Nicole? She's like, everyone got my address. I don't give a shit. No way. I couldn't sleep at night. No way. Especially if you have a, you know how Nicole is, guys. She just says what she thinks. She don't give a damn what you think. She'll just say it. And so, you know, there's a lot of people out there that they don't jive with that type of energy, and they don't like maybe agree with everything that she says. So I'm sure she could offend some people out there, right? She just says like it is. She doesn't walk on eggshells around nobody. So it's pretty, I don't know. I'm just too paranoid. So yep. So don't give your phone number out on the internet, folks. Yes, exactly. Nate says 30 likes and I'll post my social. Some fake old social. It's like 111. It's crazy. On Messenger, you can contact anyone. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Zach in the house. What's up, Zach? Good to see you, brother. How you doing, man? How you doing? Scrolling. Must have been love. It's a good song. Did you guys see that Toby Keith passed away at the age of 62? That's pretty sad. Toby Keith, RIP, my friend. He died of stomach cancer. Man, I saw a video of him and he was real thin. I mean, I didn't even recognize him. Really sad to see that. 62 years young, man. That's young. Eric says, my parents bought a $417,000, 4,300 square foot. Now it's worth double, 900,000. But now houses are going down, but that was a great buy. Yes. So have you guys noticed that? Are any of my peeps here in the real estate industry, are you guys noticing home prices coming down from the peak? Are you noticing them just kind of leveling off? It's just like, I don't understand how these prices can stay so high. Like, who the hell is buying these houses at these prices? I don't get it. Apparently, there's just a bunch of millionaires out here that we didn't know about. It just doesn't seem sustainable that these prices are so high. Sean, what's up? Sean says, what's up, y'all? Sean, 41 from Tampa. Isn't that where you're from, Marky? I'm in the taper process, currently at 4 to 6 milligrams. This time last year, I was at 12 milligrams a day. Damn, Sean looking kind of jacked up in these pictures, huh? Yeah, fellow gym bro. What up, Sean? So awesome. How are you feeling at 4 to 6 milligrams? How are you feeling at that dose? Congratulations getting yourself on a taper plan. You should easily be able to get yourself down to 2 milligrams here in the next probably few months if you stay continually working at it. It's usually we find most people are able to get down to 2 milligrams pretty easily, and then that's when it starts to get really hard, is when you go under 2 milligrams. And I don't mean like, oh my God, you can't do it. It's, if you can taper yourself down to 2 milligrams, then you can taper yourself down to 1.5, and so on and so forth. But you just need to slow things down, right, guys? You guys all know this. The lower you go, the lower you get, the slower you go on the taper. That's just the easiest way to go. Got to be low key, y'all. Yes, seriously. The public comment was in support of a daytime navigation center for people experiencing homelessness. It's a one-stop shop for resources to help people get back on their feet. That is freaking cool, T. Brandon's Recovery says, hey guys, what's up, Brandon? How you doing, man? Any updates with you? How's the Suboxone working for you, Brandon? So Brandon went from Suboxone to Sublocade. He had a couple relapses, and now he's back on Suboxone. If you guys didn't know, that's a quick, short story on Brandon. Brandon, if you could just let us know how things are going for you on Suboxone and what dose are you at, and how is that working for you? Let us know, dude. Let us know. Hopefully you're doing well, my friend. Sean, what up, Florida gang? Yeah, there's a lot of you guys in Florida. T, I was going to ask you, didn't you get on is it SSRIs? How's that working out for you so far, Tara? If you could let us know. I thought that's what you said, but I could be wrong. Let me know if I'm wrong. T says, I was offered a job at the daytime navigation center contingent on it opening. Looks like I have a new job too. Damn, you got a whole new life, T. Whole new life. A whole new world. Go ahead and sing to y'all. Really, you can get that off the internet already by Googling people's names. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially for people that know how to do some crazy stuff, right? But you don't want to voluntarily just give everybody everything like that. Nate says 15 months off Suboxone. I think the old me finally died. How has it been going for 15 months, Nate? Can you tell the people how hard or how easy it was to go 15 months? If you want to give us a snapshot of what that was like to go 15 months. Like, was it challenging the whole time, or just the first week or 2 weeks, or how was the withdrawal process, and when did you start to feel normal, quote unquote normal? T, when's your peer support test? Old Habit says, I took a few 20 milligram Adderalls. The next thing I knew, I had a 5th bottle of Jack in my hand. Damn. It was cunning and baffling, as they say. Shameful, too. Yeah, I could imagine. Absolutely. Yeah, wow. So are you off those things now, Old Habits, or are you still taking those? Very interesting. Be careful with that stuff, old habits. Be careful, my friend. Justin says investment bankers are buying driving prices up. Very interesting. I thought that some people were saying on the internet, of course. I've been hearing that a lot of the investment people buying homes kind of dried up, but apparently Justin doesn't see that. So I don't know a whole lot about it, but I'm just curious of what you guys know and what you guys are understanding in your area. Hey, there he is, Balliot Brand. There he is. He says, doing some yard work right now, but I wanted to say great job, Kevin. Good to see you. Good to see you, Balliot. Thank you for being the sponsor of the week again, Balliot Brand. I appreciate the love, brother. Hopefully things are going well for you, good sir. Hopefully things are going well for you. BlackRock, he says. Let's see here. Hey, Balliot. Tara T says, Kimmy's Playhouse. I still have to schedule the exam. I think I'm going to take it in March. I need to change this computer up. I can't see too good. There we go. It was like facing down. I'm like squinting here. Damn it, Kimmy, you got that song stuck in my head now. Must have been love. I remember when that song came out. Man, I was so young. I had those old school radios with the cassette, and I would record that song when it came on the top 10 countdown at night. That song flashed me back to being a kid. I think I must have been like 10, 12 years old when I was hearing that song on the radio back in the day. It's a good song. Oh yeah. Kimmy says, oh, okay, I thought you had said in January, so I wondered if I had missed that update. Rizzo, what's up? Been a while. Nate says, Rizzo, what's up? Been a while. Let's see, where am I at? I'm about 15 minutes behind in the comments, guys, maybe a little bit less than that. I'm trying to catch up to y'all. Still got 23 people in here, guys, so if you could please smash the like button, it would definitely help me out. I would appreciate it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wonder where KG Smith is at. Haven't seen her up in here all day here, so hopefully she's doing well. KG, where you at, girl? Where you at? Marky Rizzo says, glad you made it, homie. The other side is a beautiful place, eh? Yes, I went from 32 milligrams to 2 milligrams in 2 months, guys. Zach went with the beast mode, 32 milligrams to 2 milligrams in 2 months. Good lordy. That was the easiest part of the next 8 months. Going from 2 milligrams to 0 was really the battle plus the sleeplessness that followed. So yeah, guys, if you need some tapering, I don't want to say advice because we don't give medical advice here, but look at what Zach had just posted right there, guys. That can give you an idea. And that's why I always say to you guys, if you're start tapering Suboxone, you need to look at it as 2 different levels. Level 1 is anything from 40 milligrams down to 2 milligrams. That's level 1 of tapering Suboxone, right, guys? And once you get down to 2 milligrams, to go from 2 milligrams to 0, that's level 2. That's when shit starts to get real. So you need to be ready. And you might have some easy success starting to taper. It's easier to taper from the higher doses, right? The higher you are, the easier it is to taper. So just be patient with yourself and know that a lot of people really need to be careful down around 2 milligrams and below, okay? Because shit can get sticky down there. So be patient with yourself. If you can plan out, map it all out, then do it and keep yourself in check, right? Keep track of your doses and monitor your progress. That will really help you see how far you've come. And speaking of Balliot Brand, coming through with today's sponsorship once again, hooking it up with a $37 sponsor bomb. So let's go ahead and fire up the sponsor. Let's see. We're going to go ahead and where is it? Sorry, guys. I'm a little rusty here. It is. He's dropping the nuke on the channel here. Uh-oh. Damn. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Balliot Brand sponsoring today's live stream with a $37 super chat, baby. thank you very much, Valiant Brand. You were always helping out around here, so I appreciate the love, my friend. If you guys didn't know, Valiant Brand has his own YouTube channel. He's got way more subscribers than I do, so it was cool to see that. So if you guys haven't yet, feel free to go check out his channel. You can see it right there on the screen. If one of my moderators could please post a link to his channel, I would appreciate it. Doesn't look like he's posting a lot of videos currently, but he definitely has a lot of subscribers. So go check out his channel, guys. Go check him out. And I appreciate the love, brother. Hopefully things are still going well and smooth for you in your life. We're going to go ahead and leave that sponsorship up on the screen for a bit as I continue to scroll through the comments. I appreciate that, my friend. Zaximus Maximus, Justin says. Let's see here. Wait. Oh, already read that. I'm trying to get caught up to you guys in the comments. Still got 20 people in here. Please smash the like. Please say hello, guys. If you're in here ghost listening, please say hello to the crew here. I would appreciate that if you could come out and say hi if you're in here ghost listening. Where was it? All right, so... Oh, I already read that one too. Life changed again, Kimmy, she says. Israel says, my doctor told me to take 2 Zubsolv daily for the first 3 days. So my body would get used to the shot, but great, I haven't needed to take any. Yeah, no, you shouldn't need that. Always do what your doctor says, but it sounds like you didn't do that. So you already know that you didn't need that. And remember, guys, that Sublocade will peak within the first 24 hours, okay, depending on a few different things. But mostly, I believe it's how fast your genetics are. Also, I think a lot of it has to do with where he places the shot, as far as if he gets it right under the fat, if he gets it, where he gets it in your body kind of thing. So I want to make sure I'm understanding you right, Israel. You haven't taken one since the very first day. Is that what you're saying? So if you would have taken 2 Zubsolvs a day for the first 3 days, plus the Sublocade shot, man, there's almost no way you'd be able to hit the bathroom up. You would be extremely backed up. Extremely backed up. Chaz says, so I've been on Sublocade for about a year. My last shot was 9 weeks ago. I don't feel bad at all. My anxiety is a little bit higher. I'm debating on the 100 milligrams to stretch it out, but I'm undecided. I love that comment. Chaz, hopefully you're still up in here. This comment was about 20 minutes ago. Chaz, let us know if you're still here, my friend. So let's see here. So what dose of Sublocade are you on currently, Chaz? Are you still on 300 or are you down to 100? If you've been on Sublocade for about a year, you should definitely have a long, slow taper, even if you stopped getting any more from here. But I understand not everybody's ready to do that. You've already gone 9 weeks between your shots. I would say if you can, and if you feel like you're ready to, just tell your doctor to have the next one on hand, and you can let him know if you need it. That's usually the best way to do it, I think. That way, the anxiety of, oh my God, it's going to take 2 or 3 weeks for them to get a shot there, that is gone, right? Because you know that you can get a hold of your doctor if you need to. So I think that's, and he doesn't have to give you the full 100 milligram shot, right? I took a 50 milligram shot, a tiny little baby shot. So your doctor can adjust the dose for you if you need to. But yeah, I mean, if you're ready to come off the Sublocade, a lot of people that have taken shots for a year have told me that they don't have withdrawal. So it's a person to person basis, guys. Some people might experience some discomfort here and there. It seems like the people that have said that they have had like a full blown Suboxone withdrawal are the people that have done like extremely minimal shots, like a 25 milligram shot and a 50 milligram shot, and that's it, right? Those seem to be the people that really struggle with the really tiny Sublocade doses. It wasn't meant to be used that way, but it's nice that people are out there trying to see what they can get away with, see what works, right? they don't have any data on doing Sublocade in that way. So I love to hear when people are willing to try and see what could work for them and what doesn't work for them, so that people going forward can know, hey, he did it this way, it worked for him, so why can't it work for me, right? Let's see. Boy, oh boy. Kimmy, how's the gym been going for you? I know that you recently got back into the gym, so how's that working out for you? Are you enjoying it yet? Are you still dreading going? Let us know how that's working for you. Does everybody who watches this channel could you guys all let us know right now, post a comment. Do you work out or do you not work out? I work out. I work out. Do you guys work out? Meaning, do you lift weights on a semi-normal basis? Let us know if you're a gym person or not. Let us know, guys. Post a comment. So Kimmy says, well, Kevin, I have my first session with my trainer Monday. I could barely move. Good. It sounds like you're getting your money's worth with that trainer. Yeah. Like, hey, you did good. Do that shit again. Push me. And embrace that pain. Like every time I push myself through a set, I'm like, oh my God, that hurts so bad. But you're happy that it hurts so bad, right? You're like, yes, that means I'm doing the right work. Kicking my ass here. You got to try to trick your brain, guys. Instead of when you experience the pain in the gym, you're like, oh God, this sucks so bad. Try to trick your brain into loving that feeling, right? It's just literally kind of a mindset shift, because you know that if you're really pumping until you can't pump no more, you're going to be sore like she is like that. I was embarrassed how hard it was. Yeah, it'll get easier and easier as you go. Yeah, it sounds like they really pushed you hard. So that's when you know you're really getting your money's worth, is if because if you don't have a trainer and you're not willing to push yourself, or you're not used to pushing yourself, you're just kind of going there to do the motions, right? And you're not getting sore. That's letting you know that you're not pushing yourself nearly as hard as you could, because obviously now that you're super sore, you really pushed yourself. So you'll get more gains. Just keep feeding those muscles with protein so you can repair those damaged muscles. You start getting strong, baby. Let's see. Appreciate you asking, Kimmy. Chaz says, I appreciate the info here on here. Salute to you, my friend. Yes, we appreciate you coming on here and sharing with us your experience and asking questions, guys. We love to hear and interact and talk about this stuff, right? Like I said, guys, we have a lot of people who are watching right now who have a lot of experience with all this stuff that we're talking about. So please don't ever just take my experience with things, because I'm just one person. If you read through the comments of a certain video that I've made, you'll see that there are many, many comments on whatever topic it is that you are inquiring about. Also here with people on the live stream, we have a lot of people with a lot of different experience. And so hopefully we can assist you in whatever direction you want to be headed, right? Balliot says, can't say hey to all in the chat, but I see you. Much love. Raking some leaves. Oh, Balliot out there putting in the work. Putting in the work. That's a gratifying thing to do, right? Raking some leaves. Let's see here. I work in real estate, and hedge funds are constantly buying and holding properties. So are they renting them slow, or what are they doing with the properties? Are they just buying to flip them? Do you guys ever watch that YouTube channel? I think it's called Reventure Consulting or something like that. It's like a real estate channel. The dude's always posting these super doom and gloom. Like, it gets a lot of views, obviously, but it's like every video is like, oh, the economy's crashing, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm like, keep looking at these house prices. I'm like, dude, I'm not seeing any of this shit you're saying. My rent's still going up. Freaking houses are still $1 million freaking dollars for a cracker box. It's like, what gives here, man? It wasn't more than 5 years ago. You could easily afford to live in Utah, and now it's not even close to that easy anymore. I feel really bad for the people who are like teenagers right now. Damn, man, there's going to be It's going to be a shit show. Oh, here we go. So T says, Kev, I started taking Wellbutrin, an antidepressant in the aminoketone class. Aminoketone class. It seems to be working really well for me. No cravings anymore, and I'm feeling pretty stable. I'm super thankful. That is awesome, Tara. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, I'm always curious because I have a couple. I think I have maybe that one. I'll have to look, but I have a couple prescriptions that my doctor gave me that I just never tried because I'm too afraid of sexual side effects is the main thing. Is why I never dared to try any antidepressants. That's the main thing I'm worried about is sexual side effects. And then also just, I don't know, like I don't know if you guys can relate to this, but like when I was on Suboxone, I was self-guilting myself a lot for whatever reasons, right? And so I was just like trying to keep my life as simple as I could. And so I'm really glad that that's working out for you though, T. I have heard a lot of people say good things about Wellbutrin. So it's glad that you tried something different and it's working for you. It looks like your life is really headed in a new direction, and we're all really happy to see that. You deserve to be happy. I'm already a certified peer support specialist. The exam will give me the stability to bill Medicaid. Oh, I remember you talking about that. So Zach says, I celebrate a year on the 23rd. It feels so good to say that, dude. You freaking killed it. Zach, have you spoke to Kenny yet? Have you had that conversation? I just figured I'd just ask him, see if you guys got that figured out. It's interesting. Sometimes I think about all the people that I've connected, and I feel like I'm a connector of people. Like, even here in my local community, like I was talking to one of my buddies the other day, and it's like, it just hit me at the same time. I was like, you know what? My brother would be single right now. He wouldn't be married, and he would be single, my friend, if I didn't piece all these people together, right? Because I knew her brother from childhood. So I was like, if I didn't know him, my brother's been married for like 10 years and he wasn't dating nobody before this. So it's cool to think that I have some connection to bring people together. And I really like that about myself, not to toot my own horn, but I love to connect people to each other. I've seen you guys build a lot of friendships here on YouTube. And it's very awesome to see you guys building such strong connections with each other and just pointing each other in the right direction in life, right? There might be some things that you're going through in your local community, and so-and-so connects you to this person. Like, it's just cool how everybody just all connects to each other. And I really appreciate you guys in this community. You guys are all very supportive of me. You guys know that I've had a freaking shit show time on this channel, and it's been a long journey to get where we are. And you guys have seen I've worked my ass off on this channel. I really have put a lot of work into this channel for a lot of years. And it's just been really cool to see all the different people coming and going. And it's really interesting. It's like I was thinking the other day how many different versions of ourselves we get in a lifetime. Like if you think back on your life, it's almost always like whatever you're going through, like right now in this moment, right? We have who we have in the recovery community. And if you look at to this time next year, it's probably going to be totally different, right? Like when you go to the gym every day, you see the same people in the gym every day. And so you just think that's just how life's going to be. And then a year later, it's a totally different crowd, and you're probably in a different gym. And I don't know, it's just interesting to think about how many different chapters of your life we all have. Like thinking back to when I was a kid, I'm like, that seems like such a different life. Just going through the pages of your life. And so if you're in a situation right now and your life just feels frustrating and you feel like you're not on the right track, then make some changes, because it doesn't take long to completely change your life for the positive, guys. So I don't know where I'm trying to get with that conversation, but it's just interesting to think about all the people who have come and gone from this community. And it's just, I wonder what it's going to look like in a years from now, right? Because a year ago, we had a totally different group of people watching these live streams. And there's a couple of people that have been here for the last year, right? Not many people at all. Marky, who can you think that has been up in here since we started doing the live streams? Can you think of anybody who's been consistently watching Marky? Marky would know better than I would. But I know Marky's been rolling with me since the start of the live streams. And there's been a ton of people that have come and gone, and we see new people coming all the time. So it's really interesting to see. And I'm just curious what the future of this channel is going to bring. I don't know what it's going to look like. But I'm interested to find out. And hopefully you guys stick with me to see what the future of this community brings. I hope to be able to still stay here on this YouTube thing. But life changes, guys. Something could change tomorrow, and I might not be doing these live streams anymore. So I just say that to say thank you all who have been riding with me all these years and all these live streams. It's been a fun time, and I do appreciate you guys who've been posting comments and rocking with the channel for a while. So thank you guys, and hopefully things could continue, but you just never know, guys. You never know. Zach says, yes, I did. I did get, okay, cool. Glad that could be a conversation. Let's see here. Tara. At first, did you get anxious about cold calling strangers slow-mo? Most people do, Eric says. All right, where am I at here? I'm about 20 minutes behind. I need to speed up the scrolling here. Scrolling. So Tara posted a link to Balliet Brand's channel, so make sure you guys go check it out. See if there's anything you are interested over there on his channel. I was terrible at cold calling first. Thank you for posting that, T. Appreciate you, girl. Balliet says you are saving lives and souls, Kevin. Hey, I appreciate that. If I can help anybody out, hey, that makes me happy. There have been a lot of people that I feel that have greatly benefited from this channel. Some people maybe not so much, and that's okay, right? The right people that need to find this message will hopefully find this message in this channel, in this community. There's a lot to be said for just having a place to go every week and talk to people that you know who care about you, right? Sherry, what's up, girl? She says, happy Wednesday, everybody. Just sitting here ghost listening. I love how Sherry just kind of pops in from time to time and says hello. Sherry, is there any updates with you? How's things been going for you? Let us know if there's any updates. I think this is the person that picture looks familiar. Mikey Rick says, just checking in on week 2 of Sublocade. Got on Sublocade after, I think this was the guy's comment I read earlier. I think that's the same person. Let me check here. Anyways, let me continue with this comment here. Got on Sublocade after several years of 24 milligrams a day of Suboxone. Just wanted to let you know I've been running, 0 issues, probably won't go back for a second shot. Wow, that is awesome. Yeah, I think I read your comment earlier. I'm pretty sure that was you. The avatar is what looks familiar. So, wow, yeah, please, Mikey, let us know how that goes, because if you can go from a 24 milligram a day of Suboxone habit to 1 shot of 300 milligrams, that would be very, very impressive. So let us know how that goes, my friend. Keep checking with us every week and let us know how that goes for you, okay? Good to hear. It sounds like things are really going well for you on your Sublocade shot. It's definitely not a bad idea to have your doctor have that ready just in case, right? Because as you guys hopefully know by now, it's a bit of a process. It's not like they just have the stuff chilling in stock on the shelves. It's a bit of a process with the specialty pharmacist that they have to go through and your insurance and all that crap. So yeah, maybe consider talking to your doctor about having one ready to go just in case. But yeah, either way, let us know what happens with that. Let us know. So Balliet says, I'm going to post again soon. I've been doing some other things, getting affairs in order before I'm back in full force making content. That's good to know. Yeah, I was kind of scrolling through your videos when I found your channel. I don't know why I didn't know you even had a channel, but I noticed that you did. And yeah, it would be cool to see you making some videos again, my friend. Very cool stuff. So Brandon says, my video of off and Suboxone. Let's see. My video of Sublocade and Suboxone experience is coming soon. All right, we're going to hold you to that. I thought you said that recently, but I haven't seen that. I thought you said that a while ago you were going to make a video, but I haven't seen it yet. So get that shit up, boy, girl. Get that shit up. I can relate. Got lots of stuff going on right now. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you can create next. At Balliot. So Israel says, yeah, I haven't taken any yet. I felt a little dizzy this morning, but it wasn't bad at all. So make sure that you are chugging down the water, my friend, and keeping close tabs on your poo-poos. Make sure that you're getting enough out. Specifically for your first week, you really need to monitor your bathroom trips. When you're new to Sublocade, guys, and this goes for Mikey too, make sure that you guys are monitoring your constipation, especially if you're starting off with a 300 milligram shot. Keep an eye on that. Make sure that you guys are drinking at least a half a gallon of water per day. And if you're not able to have a successful bathroom trip every day, then start taking supplements to help get that go, right? 30 people in here, guys. Please smash the like button if you guys could. I would appreciate it. Let's see where we're at on the likes. We're probably right around 30. Yes, 34, guys. Let's get that baby to 40 real quick if we could do it. I would appreciate it. I'll run for it. Run, Forrest. Run, Forrest. Run. Been on here for about an hour and a half, guys. We'll probably go for another hour-ish. As long as we still have the conversation rolling. So if you're up in here, drop a comment, drop a like. Say hello. Say hello. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Justin says, can cut back on the drinking. Oh, yeah. We've been waiting for your update. So Justin says, cut back on the drinking this last week. Switched to every other night. I need to take my blood pressure readings when I get home. See if it's come down at all. Yes. That is awesome. You're doing every other night, my friend. Keep yourself like a diary, Justin, of your drinks and how much you're drinking. And just see if you just start tapering, if it's 6 beers a night, cut it down to 5 beers a night. It's not going to be any different, right? But the fact that you went every other night, that already tells me you're making huge progress with the drinking. So I really appreciate that update. And that makes me happy to know that you are working on the alky. And yes, hopefully your blood pressure starts to get better with every less drink that you take. Hey, Straight Talker in the house says, I'm here just chilling. Good to see you, Straight Talker. Good to see you. Good to see you hopping in here. Ghost listening in the background. I see you. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Kimmy says, Kev, I had my first session with my trainer Monday. I could barely move. I already read that. So how often are you going to have the trainer? Is it like a couple times a week, I think you said, Kimmy? Is that what it was? Yeah, definitely ease into, so I know you said you don't want to just go like full blast of 5 days a week. So definitely, Kimmy, I like that your plan is to kind of ease into it for sure. And you'll start to probably get to a point where I would guess it'll be maybe a month or two where you start to really enjoy going, right? Like you start to really feel the benefits physically and psychologically. And then you probably won't need a trainer for too long, I bet. But definitely soak in that trainer knowledge, learn all the different ways to work out and how to use the machines. There was a girl I picked up, funny enough, I was working out at the gym and I left my Uber app on to see if I could get a ride while I was there. And there was another girl that was just leaving the gym. And so I was like, oh, are you at the gym? It says you're like right here. And so I was literally working out as I accepted the ride. I said, where do you want me to pick you up at? But I was talking to her about working out. And she's like, yeah, this is my first week working out. She's like, I just don't know how to lift like the machines on the weights. I said, just ask somebody. People love to help. And like, especially if you're a single chick, like if you see a guy that you're maybe attracted to, go ask him if he can show you how to work out that machine or something. It's very easy. There's a lot of people in the gym who are willing to help out, especially if it's somebody who's there, they're willing and wanting to learn. There's a lot of people that will gladly show you how to use the machine or how to do a certain workout or whatever. So don't ever be afraid, guys. If you're new into working out, don't ever be afraid to ask a stranger, if they could show you how to use that machine that they were just on, or you could even just watch and see how they do it, right? And then just kind of copy them. Also, there's a lot of good workout videos on YouTube that can show you how to work out and do different routines and help set you up like a routine. So that way you're not just kind of like when I first started working out, I literally just worked out my whole body every day for 3 hours. And I'm like, looking back, I'm like, bro, you don't know what you don't know though, right? So the sooner you can set up a routine, the better. For me, just a quick off topic, guys. Sorry about that, but my routine is, what is my routine? So I do shoulders and calves and traps. So basically all my shoulders right here. I do that on Monday. Sorry, I had a message come through here. So I do that on Monday. On Tuesday, I do back first, and then I do biceps after I worked out my back. So that's Tuesday. Usually take Wednesdays off. Thursdays would be boobies and triceps, and you do your chest first, and then you do your triceps after. Okay, and then on Friday you will do legs. What else with legs or something else? Legs and booty. So that's kind of my routine. And then if you have a fifth day, you can just kind of hit on your accessory stuff, like if you want to do your abs or your forearms, or if you want to do more cardio on the fifth day, or if you don't even want to do a fifth day, that's okay too. But that's how I do it. Let me know what you guys think of that routine. Do you guys do it any different than that? Do you guys do the same routine as me? How is your guys' gym routine? How many days a week do you guys work? Eric says I just do 100 push-ups a day and sit-ups. That's really all I need. Yeah, I mean, if you feel good off of that, then that's all good. I definitely need to get like some. Just have to do my whole body, or else I don't know. I get skinny way too fast. So I definitely have to hit my whole body, or else I'll just be a skinny boy. So T says, I do work out. I slacked off last week, though, to be honest. Need to get my butt in gear. Thanks for the reminder. You can do it. Put your back into it. I work out at home, but just for the maternity nurses when daddy pops top for the skin to skin contact with the baby. Daddy pops top. I don't know. I think I'm a little confused on that. I work out. I love to work out, Balliet says. Yes. Yes, working out is incredible. I'm going to the gym tonight in about an hour. Nice. What are you working out tonight, Brandon? So Chaz says, I've been on 300 milligram shots. So I've been on 300s. I tried a couple 100s, but they wore off pretty quickly. This is a major difference than coming off of regular subs. Yeah, so keep in mind, Chaz, that the half-life of Sublocade is 45 to 60 days, right? So every shot that you get, it takes about 60 days for half of it to go away. So if you've got a bunch of 300 milligram shots in you, it's going to take many, many months for those to fully wear out, right? So don't let your brain trick you into thinking that there's a problem when there's really not, right? So that can be something that some people stress out about when they switch down to the 100 milligram shot, is they think that it's not going to be enough. But you got to remember that you still have plenty in you from the last shots before, and you can likely feel a little bump still in there from those 300 shots for many months after you get the shot. But yeah, if you're spacing out your shots, that kind of gives you an idea of how you're going to feel going forward, right? And if your doctor is cool with it, just push yourself out as far as you can go until you start to feel, if you start to feel uncomfortable, then you just know that you can go get another 100 milligram shot or whatever you decide to do for the dose. Maybe you don't even need to take the full 100 milligram shot. So Zach says, I'm glad my job is physical. I am instantly bored. Glad my job is physical. I'm instantly bored at the gym. Imagine being bored at the gym. Wow. Make me feel like a turd over here, Zach. Valiant Brand, I just connected to you. That dude getting big. Laugh out loud. So Brandon just recently subscribed to Valiant. Good to hear. Good to hear, guys. We got 30 people in here. If you guys could smash that like button, I would appreciate it. I think the channel record is 33 people in here at once. So good to see a lot of people in here. I appreciate you guys rocking with me, even though I was 20 minutes late or whatever it was today. Sorry about being late today, guys. I try to be on time usually. Just remember, guys, that we're here every single Wednesday talking about this stuff. And so if you need support, if you need a place to come every Wednesday and chat with people who have been where you are or where you want to go, this is the place to do it right here, guys. I've been in the gym, but never done a workout in one. That's crazy, Zach. That is crazy. SSRIs are well known for their sexual side effects. NDRIs, like Wellbutrin, do not affect it as much. NDRLs? NDRLs. I really need to look at the one I have, but I don't know. I'm just so paranoid about the sexual side effects. That's really scary to me, as a man especially. Let's see here, guys. Sorry for being so far behind. I'm trying to speed scroll up to y'all. Let's see. Scrolling. Keep these doggies scrolling. Trying to catch up to you guys in the live stream, guys. I'll try to join next week. I've got quite the story to share about my past and how Christ has saved my life. Awesome stuff to hear. Yeah, let us know if you want to share your story, my friend. That would be great. That would be awesome. Oh, whoops. I clicked the wrong button there. Slow says, Alky free 2024 going strong thanks to Jesus and Kimmy sleeping on me in line. Sleeping on me in line. Well, congratulations to you, Slow. I hope you guys that are interested in doing the 2024 No Alky Challenge, I hope you guys are still rocking with that. If there are anybody else who's watching this that you didn't know, we're doing a challenge for no drinking alcohol in 2024. I'm still going strong, so hopefully you guys that wanted to participate in that are also going strong. Let us know, guys, if you're on that or not. Jill says, hey, Sean. So Kimmy says, trainer is once a week, but I'm planning on working out 2 to 3 times a week. I think that's perfect. That's a perfect place to start. Absolutely. Yeah. Even 2 times a week is great for sure to start out. But yeah, if you can do the 3rd time, 2 to 3 times, I think that's a perfect schedule to start with. To get a butt. I told her my goal is to get a butt. Yeah, I've heard you say before, Kimmy. You said something like, I don't have a butt. She gonna work that booty to just teach you how to do squats. Have you done squats yet, Kimmy? Man, that will really get you sore. Whew. My booty is really sore right now. No Alky Challenge is going well here too. Thanks for hosting it, Kev. Yes, absolutely, T. Absolutely. Glad you're still rocking with that. Glad you're still going with that. Tapering with beers is a good way to do it. I know someone that drank a couple liters of crappy wine a day. Ooh. And moved to beers and is doing a lot better. Has a full-time job now. Yeah, I think that's, tapering alcohol is pretty much just like tapering Suboxone, right? You just like tapering anything. You just slowly track where you're at. If you don't track where you're at, you're never going to know if you're making progress, right? So always track where you're at in your taper, guys. If it's alcohol, or if it's Suboxone or Kratom, track that shit. And it looks like Hudson here is saying that, let's see here. If you go from drinking a lot of wine to taking some beers, it's basically a much better situation, right? So I get that. And is that you're talking about, Hudson, or a friend? Let's see here. I'm doing the same thing, Hudson. Justin says, no more liquor, just beer. Yeah, that's a great idea for sure, guys. And let's see here. And we just had a sponsor bomb come through here. Shout out to Philo on YouTube. Says, your channel helps a lot. Sent a $20 Venmo. So super shout out to you. Let's fire up the jet for the sponsor bomb. Here we go. Shout out to you. I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Showing love with the sponsor bomb, baby. Boom. Philo, I appreciate the love. I appreciate the love, my friend. I don't see your name in the comments. Where are you at, Philo? Did you post a comment? Scrolling. Oh, there's a comment. So Philo says, I'm currently taking 8 milligrams of Suboxone, and I'm thinking about switching to Sublocade, but I am nervous about not doing the daily dosing anymore. Well, you would not be alone, Philo. There are hundreds of people who watch this channel who are now on Sublocade who thought and felt the same way, including myself. You have to be ready to feel stable and normal. And if you are ready to feel stable and normal on a 24/7 basis, then I think Sublocade is a great option for you. If you still like the way that you feel when you take your Suboxone, then that might be hard to let go of. But we seen just, what was it, guys? 2 or 3 people today on today's stream earlier. You can go back and watch if you'd like on the replay crew. There's been 2 or 3 people today who just got their first Sublocade shot, and they're doing amazing. One guy said that it's a miracle, right? So I read his comment earlier. So guys, if you are ready for the stability that Sublocade can provide, you will be okay. I promise you. Okay. So there's been a lot of people, like I said, I was worried about the same thing. I don't think I'm going to be able to let go of my daily dosing. It's such a ritual. You know, I'm so used to dosing myself twice a day for so many years. I don't think I can let go of that. I did it. You can do it. Everybody else has done it. I think there was maybe one person I could think of that wasn't able to let go of the daily dosing. Everybody else has been able to do that, guys. So I hope that you take that for what it is. And like I said, if you're ready to feel normal and stable on Sublocade, you will be doing just that. I promise you will be all right. Have you talked to your doctor about the shot, Philo? And what did they say that they would start you on? Probably the 300 milligram shot to start with. If you're on 8 milligrams and if your doctor gives you the 300 milligram shot, that will be more than enough for you to start off with. More than enough. We had somebody who posted up in here earlier. They were taking 16 to 24 milligrams of Suboxone per day, and they went to the 300 milligram shot, and they've been just fine since day one. No dosing. So you will be okay. Like I said, guys, if you're interested in Sublocade, first things first, check with your insurance to make sure that they pay for it. If they tell you that they only pay for X amount of it, then make sure that you go to the website www.insupport, just like it sounds, insupport.com. It's a quick thing to fill out and see if they cover the rest of the shot. And earlier today in today's live stream, if you guys watching the replay crew, you will see somebody had mentioned that insupport.com is paying for the entirety of their shot. So that costs them $0 a month. So incredible, incredible stuff. Thank you for that $20 sponsorship, Philo. I appreciate the love, my friend. Please, please, please let us know what you decide to do. And if you need any more, if you have any more questions about Sublocade, I have a lot of videos on this channel, shorter videos. They're not all 3-hour live streams like this. But go through some of my Sublocade videos. There's one specifically titled the official Share Your Sublocade, experience. Go through that video and read a lot of people's comments. They will talk to you and tell you how their transition went, right? So awesome stuff. I'm glad to hear that you're considering that. And I really, really think, like I said, if you're ready for it, it will be life-changing, seriously life-changing. And let's see here. Let me take a note of this, where we're at. Let's see, here still listening, mostly laugh my ass out to Kev and those songs. You the man, dog. Let's see here. Sean says, I got to head out. All right, Sean, hopefully we'll see you next week so you can share with us your story, my friend. Give me a second here, guys. Okay. Oh, I already read that comment. I keep getting lost in these comments for some reason. I don't know why. Where was that? Okay, so Hudson says, only time I ever drank alcohol like crazy is when I had no benzos and was reliant on those to survive with my PTSD and anxiety. That was never medicated. Glad I'm prescribed what I need now. So it sounds like you got the help that you need, my friend. So that is always good. Guys, if you're going through something and you're just really struggling in life, then please make some changes. Talk to your doctor and get them to help you with what you need, right, guys? And shout out to Kingdom Within coming through. He says, the last comment you left on my recent video was very heartfelt, bro. I pray God continues to guide and direct your path to righteousness and salvation. Shout out to you, my friend. Shout out to you. You know we got to fire up the sponsor jet for Kingdom Within coming through. I thank you, brother. I appreciate that video as well. Yes. Showing love with the sponsor bomb, baby. Boom. And if you guys didn't know, Kingdom Within made a video on his own channel. So if you guys didn't know, if you're watching this, go check out Kingdom Within. He has a Christ-based channel, and he actually made a video responding to a comment that I made on T's channel not too long ago. I think that was T's channel. And so it was a very heavy video. So I appreciate that he did that. And I appreciate you guys coming up in here with the positive vibes and the prayers for all of us. We know you guys are all praying for us. And yeah, you guys are really incredible. So thank you for everything that you do for me and for the community, Kingdom. I appreciate you, brother. You the man. And that was so cool when you had your mom watching us a while ago. That was awesome. Let's see here, guys. If one of my moderators could post a link to Kingdom Within's channel too, I would appreciate that. Make sure you guys go check him out if you haven't yet done so. Let's see. 44. Sean says, I'll try to join. I already read that. How do I keep getting so lost in these comments, guys? My bad. Wow, I'm way off in the comments here. So T says, like 3 days a week, 5 days when I'm on a roll. I've been really enjoying group classes lately. Started a strength training class about a month ago, and I'm digging it. Damn, you're just doing everything different, aren't you, Tara? She's taking her whole life and switching everything around. Okay, I already read that. So here we go. Hudson says, you will feel weird the first few weeks switching from 300 milligrams to 100 milligrams, and it went away for me within a couple weeks. And I never had the other 300 milligram shot, even though it was sitting at the chemist if I needed it. Yeah, there's been a lot of people that have said that they didn't even feel anything when they switched to the 300 to the 100 shot. So it's going to be different for everybody, just like everything else, guys. What works for one man might not work for another. So always keep that in mind with everything that we talk about on this channel. Just because something happened for me, it might not happen for you. Just because one thing worked great for so-and-so and it didn't work great for this other person. It's going to be different for everybody. That's definitely something that I've had to learn as the years have gone on with this channel. It's easy to think that just because what we experience is what everybody's going to experience, right? And that's not just for Suboxone and Sublocade. It's for everything in life. You might have certain experience. You likely have many experiences that I've never and might not ever will experience, and that's okay. Let's see. Would have had to see a nurse for that injection, but I never had to, Hudson says. Jill says, good to see you still in here. Jill says, try the 4 milligram of Suboxone. It's easier to cut. Do they still make those? I wasn't sure if they still made the 4 milligram Suboxone strips. Yeah, I mean, when you're tapering, guys, have your doctor give you the lower Suboxone strips, right? Apparently they still have the 4 milligram ones out there. I didn't know they still had those. I thought it was just the 8 and the 2, but I could definitely be wrong. But the lower you get, have your doctor lower your Suboxone strip dose. If you can get down to the 2 milligrams and below, then switch down to the 2 milligram strips. It'll make your tapering life 100 times easier. And flashing back to Zach's video when he was measuring out the crumbs on his diamond scale, crumbs of Suboxone. But I get it. There's a lot of people that they've saved up their Suboxone, right? So they're not currently being seen by a doctor, and that's a totally different thing that I'm saying. Obviously, hopefully you guys are doing this stuff with the help of a doctor, but the fact is that many people are not doing it that way, and that is what it is, right? I know there's a lot of people who feel like they've already given so much to that industry, right? And so I get it. Certainly give it a try, but make sure you can go back to strips if it doesn't work for you. Yeah, guys, if you try Sublocade and it's just not working out for you, or you relapse, I definitely think if you guys are relapsing on Sublocade, then you're probably not ready. You're not at that point in your recovery yet, right? You're not ready for the stability yet. I think that I was thinking about this a little bit earlier today. You know, if somebody was to go from, let's just say, fentanyl addiction to Sublocade, it might not have the best results, you know, because like I've been saying 1,000 times, guys, you feel like this on Sublocade. You don't have the highs and lows anymore. So I think that Sublocade would likely be best utilized for somebody who has been off of street drugs for at least a couple of years, probably. And they've been stable, and they've been having success with their Suboxone, and they're stable, and they're just tired of taking the dose every day. I think that's probably the best case scenario for when somebody is curious about switching to Sublocade. Obviously, I think the easiest way and the fastest way off of bupe is to taper yourself off of bupe. But if you can't taper yourself off, then Sublocade is a great way to help you do that, right, guys? And like I say, you're on cruise control when you take Sublocade. Let the medication, it's an expensive medication, let the medication do the work for you, right? Obviously, what I mean by that, as far as like tapering, you still need to do the work in your recovery and come to these weekly meetings, obviously, right? And be talking with, hopefully, a counselor of some sort, or a peer recovery specialist, or peer support specialist, or whatever it is, guys. Like, don't just only take Suboxone and have that be the only thing that you're doing for your recovery. So this channel has been a huge, huge help for my recovery, guys, for sure. I've never done any in-person meetings, which is probably a fault on my end. I should probably do those for sure. If you can do both, some online recovery channels like we talk about here, and we share other channels, faith-based channels as well. You know, if you've lost your way with God, go check out Kingdom Within's channel, guys. I've seen big changes with people on this community from my channel. They've gone to Kingdom Within's channel, and I've seen a big change in a lot of people, guys. So obviously this isn't, I don't talk about God much on this channel. I just mostly talk about Suboxone and Sublocade and those kind of things. But if things just are hard for you, or you're curious about God, or you feel like you've lost your path, or maybe you've never experienced that path, go check out his channel, guys. I would appreciate it if you could. Whoa, KG Smith coming through with a sponsor bomb, showing love with a $30 Cash App. Shout out to you, KG Smith. She says, I'm sorry I missed tonight, with a heart. So shout out to you. Let's go ahead and fire up the nuke for this one. Shout out to KG Smith. Oh boy. Oh boy. KG KG Smith dropping a nuke on the channel with a $30 Cash App donation. Shout out to you, KG Smith, baby. I really hope everything's going well with you. And I hope that Butrans patch is working well for you, KG. If you have any updates, if you watch this on the replay crew, it doesn't sound like she's here right now, but she is somebody who switched from Suboxone, daily Suboxone, to the Butrans patch, guys. I have a video that I've recorded. I need to just put it out because it's already ready to go. That is also another option that we haven't talked about tonight. For people who have tapered themselves down to a low dose of Suboxone, you have to be down to a low dose because the Butrans patch only gives you a low dose of Bup, right? But that is an option too that you guys might talk to your doctor about and see if the Butrans patch might be right for you. It can help people. It's helped people get out of the daily addiction of dosing themselves. It's just a once a week patch that you switch out. It's much, much cheaper than Sublocade for sure. And they have a bunch of different doses, right? So you can easily lower your dose when the time is right. So talk to your doctor about Butrans patch. They're going to tell you that it's made for chronic pain patients, and you'll tell them that you know that, but it's the same medication that's in Suboxone, right? It's the same exact medication. The only difference is that the half-life is much longer, which means it's a much more stable around-the-clock type of thing, not the highs and lows that you get with daily dosing, right, guys? So we've been going for about 2 hours now. I appreciate the love, KG Smith, baby. If you see this on the replay crew, we're sad that you couldn't make it here with us, KG. Hopefully you can make it here next week. We'll probably go for another 20 or 30 minutes, it's looking like, guys. Probably 20 or 30 minutes. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. Hudson says, Butrans would have been a good option for me. Yeah, it would be a good option for a lot of people who've put in the work to taper themselves down to a low dose, but they just need that final help, right? Also, we've seen people have success lately with low doses of Kratom, right? It's something, if you're going to try the Kratom route, you really need to do your homework and understand how it works. You need to understand the risks that come with Kratom, but I definitely think that Kratom can work for some people if you're mature enough to responsibly use Kratom, right? Because the half-life is so short, guys. It's 4 or 5 hours, right? So it's a much shorter half-life. So if you're not really responsible and you're not ready for the responsibility that can come with using small doses of Kratom to get off Suboxone, then you might want to think twice about that, right? But we have showed you guys many people on this channel over the years who have been able to have success with that. I didn't have success trying to do that. But then again, I haven't had success with a lot of things. So I've messed up a lot of things, guys, on this channel over the years, guys. And I showed you guys the good and the bad of all the stuff that I've been with, right? I would love to say that I can just do everything perfectly and this and that, but it is what it is. It is what it is, guys. I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm not a glutton for a punishment or suffering. And, some people believe that the only way through this is to suffer through, right? So there's many people out there like myself that have been trying to find the less suffering path. Yeah, hashtag bring back Deb Woods. I love that. That is hilarious. Damn, Marky looking kind of jacked up in that picture. Marky swinging the golf club. Yes, hashtag bring back Deb Woods. I don't think there's a lot of people in here who even know who Deb Woods is. I bet there's like maybe 4 people in this live stream who remember Deb. Yeah, she hasn't been on here for a long time. Operation Crossroads says, hello. Well, hello to you. Thanks for stopping by and dropping a comment. Is there any updates with you, Operation? Do you have any comments or questions? If you could share with the group what you're up to, if you're on Suboxone, Sublocade, Kratom, are you in the street life fentanyl addiction? Let us know what's up with you, Operation. Hudson says, when I hopped onto the Sublocade, I was ready to come off. Yes, guys. Yes. You need to be ready, and that's something that I always repeat that on this channel because some people aren't understanding of some people don't understand that you do feel different when you're on Sublocade than you do on Suboxone. And it's all about the half-life. That's the only thing that changes the way that you feel different. That half-life. Learn it, study it. Math class over. Yes, Deb Woods, my taper twin. Operation says Kratom works well for me. Awesome. Glad to hear that works for you. But it is short-lived. Yes. So what dose of Kratom do you take, Operation? How long have you been on it? Thanks for sharing that with us. Yeah, asking doctors around here for anything to do with chronic pain. A really good idea to get yourself drug tested and scrutinized for a month. So Justin says, yeah, don't go down the Kratom route. It made things difficult for me, but it does help. Double-edged sword, in my opinion. See, guys, we'll have one person who says don't do Kratom, and then we'll have another person who says do Kratom. We'll have one person that says don't do Suboxone. You'll have one person that says Suboxone is incredible. You'll have one person that says this, one person that says that. And that's why it's so important for you guys to share your experience with us, this community. We need to know what worked for you, what didn't work, what you wish you would have done differently. And it all boils down to the same thing. I keep repeating myself, and I'm going to do it again. It's different for everybody, guys. One person looks down on Kratom. One person loves Kratom. It's all different for everybody. It just depends on your experience and your biochemical availability, all that shit, guys. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. It depends on your body and how you absorb. One person does great with the 420. I cannot do great with the 420. It freaks me out, right? I have panic attacks. So find what works for you guys. And that might take some time and trying different things in your life, right? Trying different doses. It all boils down to the same thing, guys. We're all different. So let's all make sure that we support each other and let's try not to make each other feel bad for being on Suboxone, and not try to make each other not feel bad for being on Kratom. If what you're doing is working for you, then that's all that matters, guys. That's all that matters. Just support each other for where we're at. We got to meet each other where we're at, right? Like what we were talking, this is kind of, I can't believe I'm saying this again, but I said on a comment on T's channel, I said when the conversation of God was coming up and religion and stuff like that, I said, laugh out loud, I know more about Suboxone than I know about God. And like that comment, like kind of, I was like, dude, that's kind of freaking janky. I know so much about Suboxone, but I know nothing. I've never read a page, I don't think. I've maybe read a couple pages in the Bible. And so it's very interesting to when that hit me like that, I was like, ugh. I spent thousands of hours researching Suboxone and Sublocade and Kratom, but not many hours researching the good Lord, right? Something to think about. Let's see here. Because Kratom can be a strong high, and you start to take bigger doses. Yeah, that's why we always give you guys the warnings when it comes to Kratom. Kratom can be great if you use it correctly, and you're at a good point in your recovery to where you can use something like that responsibly. Because if you don't, and you just start upping your dose every day, you can really get yourself in a big time bind, right, guys? Just like with Suboxone. Suboxone could be great for some people, but if you crank your doses up, you might end up being a zombie and you can't poo for a week. That's not fun. So always, guys, try to just use this stuff with responsibility. Try to use the lowest dose you can that keeps you out of withdrawal and keeps your cravings from hopping out of the screen, right? And it's going to be different because if you just relapsed on fentanyl 2 weeks ago, clearly you're going to need a pretty heavy dose of Kratom, or you're going to need a heavy dose of Suboxone to keep yourself from jumping off of a cliff. So it's going to be one thing from a person who's been stable on Suboxone for 5 years versus a person who just relapsed 2 weeks ago. It's two totally completely different experiences, and two different roads of recovery, right? Like if you're flip-flopping, guys, you're probably not even anywhere close to trying to come off of Suboxone. Why would you do that? It's too risky. Get some stability in your life. Talk to your doctor with everything, and then maybe after a year or 2 or 3 years of not doing street drugs, then maybe you can talk about tapering or switching to Sublocade. Kratom is a great tool, in my opinion. It's natural and it's not super glue like subs. So yeah, it's as natural as we think it is, right? And he's right. And it's because of the half-life, right? The half-life of Suboxone is 32 hours, and that's why it takes so much longer for the withdrawal of Suboxone to kick in. If you go through a Kratom withdrawal, it's going to kick in much faster because of the short half-life of 4 or 5 hours. So true, slow-mo. For me, it was hard knowing I could get it at any time. And see, that's something Marky was talking about earlier. He was saying that's why Kratom is so great, because you don't have to go to the doctors and pay them the doctor fees. But as Justin's saying here, it could go against you both ways. What works for one might not work for the other. Because you can get Kratom anywhere at any dose at any time. If you're not in a mature enough part of your recovery, that could be trouble for you, right, guys? Quitting subs will make you very good at suffering. I will have to fully back that comment up for sure. Yes. Yes. You'll be a pro at suffering. David Goggins style. Especially if you do a rapid taper like Zach did, right? The faster you taper, the more suffering you're going to go through. Basically, put it that way. Let's see here. So Operation Crossroads says, actually 10 grams daily, but I was much worse, 50 grams. Awesome. Yeah. I mean, 10 grams, that's not that much, right? So I talked to a lot of people that take 100 plus grams a day, right? And that's a totally different situation from somebody taking 3 or 5 or 10 grams. That's a totally different situation. Much like somebody taking 1 gram of Suboxone versus somebody taking 40 grams of Suboxone. It's a totally different experience. Peter, what's up? Peter says, gotta come clean to the group. Uh-oh, we got an update here. He says, 8 months off of subs and a few weeks off of Kratom. I ended up getting methadone from a buddy today. I gotta stay positive and move forward stronger. Wow, dude. Wow. So he's been off subs for 8 months, and he was on, so it sounds like he went from Suboxone to Kratom, but then he stopped getting Kratom, and then he ended up getting methadone. Wow, that's an interesting sequence of medications there, good sir. Thank you for the update, my friend. I appreciate you telling that to us. So now we can keep a tab on you next week. Hopefully we can hear next week that you haven't been doing methadone all week. But it could always be worse, right? It could always be worse. It could have been fentanyl that you took instead of methadone. That would have been a much worse situation, but it's still methadone is something. Obviously, if you've went through Suboxone and Kratom, obviously you know that that's a step backwards to go to methadone, right? So we appreciate you sharing that with us. What dose are you taking, Peter? What dose are you taking? Yeah, guys, there's going to be people who slip up. You know, we're humans, and we're people who we've relapsed, and likely relapse is a good part, is a pretty standard part of an opiate addiction, right? So if you guys recently relapsed, please reach out to us and let us know what you relapsed on, you know, whatever it is, if you're doing it still, if you're not doing it, so that we can keep track of you and check in with you every week on this channel. And that way, when you come back next week, there's going to be some people that will likely ask you, how are you doing? Are you holding up okay? And, you know, we care about you here, guys. So I appreciate you sharing that with us. It sucks. You know, it sucks when you have an update like that, but it is what it is. You made a mistake. Hopefully you can clean up that mistake sooner than later before it starts to become, your body starts to become dependent on that. And then you have to go through the withdrawal. Remember, Your bodies adapt to this medication quickly, especially if you have a history of opiate addiction. And so the sooner you can get away from that methadone, the better. Hopefully it was like a one-time thing, but really be careful with that, because you know it can really slow your breathing down if you take a decent dose of that. So be careful, my friend. Thank you for sharing that with us, Peter. We'll keep you in our thoughts and prayers, good sir. People call me a walking pharmacy because I know the half-lives of generally prescribed drugs around here. Half-life is really important, I reckon. Also dosage. Absolutely, yes. Yeah, the half-life makes a huge difference on how you're going to feel a medication, and then also the dosage is obviously a major thing. Yes, subs will humble you for sure. Absolutely agree here for sure. Yeah, it's to be known, guys. If you didn't know, Suboxone is a heavy-duty medication, right? So you need to respect it because it will humble you. It will humble you one way or another. The El Suboxone, it will humble you. You'll, what do they say? F around and find out. If you're here, no matter what you're on, I think you're on the right track. Absolutely 100%, guys. For sure. Who is it? Nicole always says, snitching on your addiction, right? Air that shit out, guys. If you messed up, let us know. Let us know. We're not going to freaking judge you and talk shit and make you feel bad. It sucks, man. It sucks. We're people who struggle with addiction. It is what it is. Subs is like H plus crazy glue, 10 times more addictive. That's a very interesting statement. That's a very interesting statement. Do you guys agree with what Marky said? Subs are 10 times more addictive than H? I've never done H, so I would not know. I would not know. So I got a question for the people who kind of talk down on Suboxone. So basically, let's just say Marky and Slow Mo. I want to get your guys' opinion on this. So if you were somebody who just relapsed to fentanyl, and let's just say you were on fentanyl for, let's just say 2 months or something like that, what would you say about Suboxone for that person? What's your opinion on that? Would you still say that Suboxone was like horrible, run away from it? Or would you say it's a good stepping stone to get some stability on? I want to hear what you guys think about that. If you guys could let me know what you think, because there are some people that just don't like Suboxone. They had bad experiences with it, right? So I like to hear all of it, guys. I like to hear all of it. But I think you kind of got to be careful though with a statement like that. The subs is like heroin. I mean, how many people do you know that died from Suboxone versus how many people do you know that died from heroin? You know what I mean? So I think that's kind of where some of the stigma comes from, is sometimes people will say stuff like that. And so I just really want us to be conscious, guys, and be careful with what we say, because right now there's somebody watching this that just relapsed on fentanyl, and they're going to be like, oh, F Suboxone, I'm just going to keep taking fentanyl. Peter says, I agree with that 100. So Kingdom says, when it comes to Kratom, it depends on the individual and if they have an addictive personality. The thing is, Kratom is natural, and I prefer it over any prescription drug, in my honest opinion. Yeah, the addictive personality part, I definitely agree with, guys. For sure. For sure. Yeah, with any of this stuff, guys, you have to use this stuff responsibly, or it can get out of hand quick. I know that many people struggle with addiction to their Suboxone, as far as like it's really got a hold of them, right? So what's the alternative, though, is the only thing that I want you guys to talk about. Let's see here. Oh, yeah, slow-mo. They sure will. So let's see here. Kicking addiction. I heard people nearly dying on Suboxone max doses, but that's just someone outside the clinic at the time complaining. What? Let's see. Marky says, if subs are so good, why are still on it? What do you mean? Why are still on it? So what do you mean by that, Marky? If subs are so good, why are still on it? Let's see here. Kimmy says, firstly, they need to be fully educated about the substances they're putting into their body. Fully educated. Yeah, but who's going to have the time to sit there and tell the patient, you know, you need to watch for this, that, and this? Like, I don't see any doctor taking that kind of time to fully educate anybody about any medication. I don't think they have the time to do that. So I think most people should do the work themselves and research and do searches on the internet and see conversations like we're talking about here, right? Like it's obviously very hard for people to get off of Suboxone, very freaking hard. And the doctors aren't going to tell you that. Most of them aren't going to tell you that. Not to mention all the side effects that come with being on Suboxone. The doctors aren't going to sit there and they're not going to have the time to sit here and inform you. And chances are maybe they don't even know half this shit, right? So I think that us as the person who's going to have to take the medication, we should definitely be doing our homework on any medication before we start taking it, right? Do you guys agree? Let's see. Agree. Judgment-free zones. Oh, jeez. Hold on, guys. Judgment-free zones are so helpful for recovery and just in general, my humble opinion. Yes. Yes. I tried quitting subs about 7 times. Finally got it right. It only took 17 years. Damn. Yeah, 17 years. 17 years. I tried getting off for years. All glory to Jesus. I'm finally 2 months off subs. Yeah, and yeah, there's been many people on the channel, guys, who have told us how hard it's been for them to get off subs, right? I was a super slow quitter. I was in slow-mo. Laugh out loud. Wow, still live. I love it. Yeah, still going. You were here at the first, and we're still rolling about, 2.5 hours later? That's so awesome. Slow-mo is going, it's just going to get better from here. I didn't see a comment from Slow-mo or Marky about what I had mentioned there, guys. If you could respond to that, I would like to know what you guys think about that. From Fastmo Uppers Addict to Slow-mo, dragging butt to get off subs. Yeah, it'll definitely slow you down for sure. Absolutely, 100%. Thanks, Kev. Yeah, let us know how that goes, Peter. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully you can get rid of that sooner than later before you start to build a tolerance to that crap. But no matter what, man, don't go to fentanyl. That's the number one. Remember, guys, that's the number one message of this channel. Do not relapse and do not pass away, because that's where fentanyl leads you to the grave. So yeah, it sucks that you I guess if you want to call that a relapse, or you slipped up and you're taking methadone, it sucks, but it could be worse, right? Just get your butt on the straight and narrow as soon as you can, my friend. I've taken methadone before, actually wanted to get on the program, but it would have been too many blood tests. It's got a really long half-life and the withdrawals are awful. Yeah, I mean, I honestly think the withdrawals are horrible from all this stuff, guys. There's really no easy way out, right? There's no, if you're going to come off Suboxone, or you're going to come off of methadone, or you're going to come off of opiates, or especially fentanyl, that's the one I would really be afraid to come off of. I'm glad I kept a sub stash, to be honest. Certainly humbled me. Let's see here. I got 2 100 milligram bottles, but I would never take the whole thing. Small amounts helps with anxiety. The battle continues. The gym will be my answer. Appreciate you, bro. Yes. Get your ass in the gym, my friend. Absolutely, for sure. For sure. Slow-mo says, I would recommend someone on fentanyl takes Kratom and works on their issues. People don't die on subs, but you aren't truly living. It steals your life, it steals your life force and stops your connection to God. So that's what Slow says about someone coming off of fentanyl. So you would go from fentanyl to Kratom. Could you imagine how much Kratom you would have to chug to feel halfway normal? Dude, you would have to take a lot of Kratom to come off of fentanyl. You know that for sure. Works on their issues. Yes, you would definitely want to get your ass in counseling or some kind of program instantly for sure. I mean, I can't even imagine how scary it would be, guys, to come off of fentanyl. I really can't. I've never done fentanyl, so I want to hear from you guys that have been on fentanyl. What worked for you to get out of that lifestyle? Because it's got to be super scary with all the freaking wounds they have coming out of their body. Like, what the fuck, dude? There's some crazy stuff going on out there, and it's not a good time to be a drug addict right now, guys. It's really freaking scary. Really scary. You don't need to feel normal. Just ease withdrawal and get your life together. I get you there, but I mean, there's a lot of people that would say they can't suffer like you did. A lot of people are really wimpy with going through withdrawals, right? They say withdrawal from fentanyl lasts up to 6 months. What? I just remember, guys, watching Luke. He was really struggling going from fentanyl to Suboxone. It's like it kept like fighting or something. I don't know if he just had too many different medications like fighting each other, or he just had a really hard time like feeling good. And there's a lot of people that can relate to that. It's a lot of people just don't feel good while they're on Suboxone. And if that's you, then it's probably time to talk to your doctor about making a change, right, guys? I know there's a lot of people who watch this channel who really feel great and fine on Suboxone, but there's also a lot of people who want to get off of it. And in my opinion, I think that you guys need to make sure that you have plenty of time of getting out of that street life before you even consider coming off of Kratom or coming off of Suboxone or coming off of Sublocade, right, guys? It's not to be rushed. It would be nice to bypass Kratom or Suboxone and all the above. It would be great. But the truth of the matter is it's just too big of a adjustment for a lot of people, right? A lot of people need a step down of sorts. Marky, you might want to reword your statement, brother. Kick addiction. I've heard people nearly die. Oh, I already read that. So Marky says, if subs are so good, why are you still? I think what he means to say is, correct me if I'm wrong, Marky. And I like this conversation, guys. So I enjoy the differing of opinions. I want to hear what all you guys think about what we're talking about here, because the truth of the matter is, guys, that this is a life and death type of thing, right? So a lot of people are going to see what we say here, and it could really affect their situation, right? So I think what Marky meant to say is, if subs are so good, then why aren't I still on it? Is that what you mean to say? I don't know what you meant to say there. So he says, sorry, bro, this is just something that can't be typed in a chat. Yeah, I mean, I really want to get you, because I don't know, guys. I just feel like it feels like there's a lot of people out there that are so against Suboxone, right? But they don't understand that there's people out there dying every day of fentanyl overdoses. So I just really want you guys to be careful with the way that you word things. If you could, please. Yes, guys, we all know that Suboxone is hard to get off. Everybody knows that for sure. And yes, Yes, it can really drag on for many years. But yes, guys, Suboxone has saved many people's lives that are watching this channel, and methadone as well, right? Methadone has saved a lot of lives. Suboxone has saved a lot of lives. In a perfect world, people who are taking fentanyl, they could just stop taking it and just suffer through and get right back on with their life. But for 99.9% of people, they need a step down, right? They need something to help them out. That's why they call it MAT, right? Assisted treatment, medication assisted treatment. First, they need to be fully educated. Oh, I already read that. Sorry, guys. I'm all over the place with the comments here. Let's see here. Justin says, I appreciate you, Kev. I appreciate you too, Justin, for sure. Slow says, it's a life or death, 100% huge spiritual. Let's rewind that. 100% huge spiritual implications. Justin, same to you. It's all love at Markey. Let's see, much love, Justin. Okay, so I need to get back on these comments. I'm way off in the comments, guys. Markey says, that's what I mean. Yeah, he was being swapped from subs to methadone. That guy who complained about feeling like he was dying. Speaking of that, guys, has anybody heard from Gonzo? I've been thinking about him a lot lately, and nobody has seemed to have heard from him. So, Gonzo, where the hell are you at, my man? Where the hell are you at? Has anybody out there seen Candy Cane? Gonzo, where are you at, sir? Does anybody know Gonzo on the personal? If you could, hit him up, please. Make sure that we know he's okay. Nothing from Gonzo. Damn, what the hell, man? I'm really worried about that kid. Do any of you guys are any of you guys connected to him like with social media? I don't do social media, so if any of you guys know who Gonzo is, if you could please reach out to him, let him know we are concerned and worried about him. Please check in if he has a moment. Last talk to Gonzo, January 17th. Dude, that was a long time ago. And I know he recently relapsed a couple of times, guys, didn't he? Isn't that? He's not read messages? What? You got his number, Slow? Oh, dude. That's really scary. Does anybody have his social media? Can you guys check him out and see? Just send him a message on there, maybe? Dude, that's really scary. If you have his number and he's not responding. Oh, boy. That's not good, guys. That's really not good. And I'm knocking on wood over here. Who knows if he was just putting it on for the doctors to get his methadone instead of Suboxone. Brandon says, I 100% agree, Kev. Didn't he say he was going to try to start making videos? I think he said he was going to. Somebody remind me if I'm wrong. I thought he said he was going to start making videos, but I don't know if he ever did. My sub doctor just gave me a few clonidine scripts 8 months ago when I jumped and said good luck. Clonidine comes for me after the Kratom. No, he doesn't have a channel. That's really freaking scary, guys. That's really scary. I hope he's okay. Hudson says, when talking to doctors about the Sublocade shot, side effects and Suboxone side effects, and they always say I haven't heard of that side effect before, try this. Usually it's some weird skin issue, though. Yeah, guys, there's a lot of information that the doctors, they're not going to know everything about everything. So please do your own research on any medication that you're considering taking. Because unfortunately, there's just not enough time. Unfortunately, it sucks to say that. There's not enough time for doctors to fully understand, even though, you know, you guys know what I'm trying to say, right? There's just not enough time in the day, unfortunately. Definitely struggled with Suboxone addiction. Yes, I can relate to that. I also had issues overtaking my Suboxone. So I know the struggle for sure, guys. A lot of people can struggle with that. And running out of your Suboxone early, that fucking sucks. Then you got to figure something out, right? So yes, there are a lot of complications or struggles that come along with Suboxone. And if you don't use Suboxone responsibly, you could get yourself in a big time jam for sure. That is absolutely for sure. Brandon said, how's Mama Deb doing? Does anybody know? I think she's doing good. Brandon. I would recommend someone on Fent take... Oh, I read that. Someone wanted to get off, Philo says. The mental part is what is hard, and finding pleasure or motivation. 7 years on subs, or you got to rewire the brain. That's what I'm dealing with. Jim, you're so right, Kev. Yep. Got to get that natural dopamine spike, right? If you rely on drugs and substances or alcohol to spike your dopamine, then you're going to be constantly fighting that dip in dopamine, right? So if you can get your dopamine from a natural source like working out, you're going to be much better for it in the long run. To better help you guys understand that, if you guys are book readers, check out the book Dopamine Nation, guys. It is an incredible, incredible book to help you understand why you've done the things that you've done with your addictions, and to kind of help make you understand how to fix things going forward, right? It really helped me understand a lot of stuff about myself. Great book for anybody who struggles with addiction. If I wanted to use Kratom to get off of subs, would I need to stop the subs for a few days first? So if somebody was to try to use Kratom to get off of subs, you would first need to taper yourself down to a really low dose of subs. From what I've seen, most people say at least 0.5 milligram of Suboxone per day. It's not a good idea to go from a high dose Suboxone to scooping big scoops of Kratom all day. That's not a good idea. So if you can taper yourself down to 0.5 milligram of Suboxone, you could then maybe use 5 to 10 grams a day of Kratom to help ease the withdrawals. But you have to remember that if whatever you take to help ease the withdrawals, whenever you stop taking that, unless you taper off that, then the withdrawals will still be there, right? And so what I mean by that, let me clarify for my Kratom people. If you start taking, let's just say for an example, you go from half, and remember guys, that this is not medical advice. Do not ever do what we're talking about here. Obviously talk to your own doctor. If you tapered yourself down to 0.5 milligram of Suboxone, right? It's a pretty low dose. And then let's just say you tried to do, let's just say a number, 10 grams of Kratom per day. If you did that, it would likely help with most of the withdrawal symptoms. Why? Because it's hitting on your opiate receptors, right? So if you took the 10 grams of Kratom, let's just say for 2 or 3 months, and then you stopped taking it altogether, obviously you're going to have withdrawal kick back in because you were on 10 grams of Kratom, right? So what you would need to do at that point is you would need to taper down off the Kratom, right? So it's kind of like a stepping stone down type of deal. But for anybody who thinks that they can go from Suboxone to Kratom and then the withdrawal is just gone, it doesn't work that way, guys. If you take 1 or 2 or 3 or 5 grams, then maybe yes. But most people who start taking Kratom, they don't understand how to measure it. And that's why we always talk so much about learn how to measure the Kratom. It could be a helpful tool if you respect it and you use it in low doses. But if you just start scooping big old teaspoons and big old cups of Kratom, you're going to get yourself in a jam. I promise you. I would say probably just try to taper yourself off the Suboxone first, and then maybe use the Kratom as a backup plan type of deal. But to each their own. Do your research and find out what do you think would work best for you. I agree, Kev, but doctors should have to tell you the problem's coming off of a controlled substance. Yes, they should. I agree with you 100%. There should be more warnings and more. Like I'm just thinking when I got put on Suboxone, there was zero information, guys. It was literally put this under your tongue. Do you feel better in 5 minutes? That was my education when I got put on Suboxone. Fucking joke. Are you kidding me? How about you pull out that 45 page instruction manual that comes with Suboxone, doc? Can we go over some of this stuff? I get it though. I get it. They don't have all the time to inform us about all this stuff. I wish they did, but they don't. You guys know how it is. You know, you're usually kind of in and out in 5 or 10 minutes. If you have a doctor that's willing to sit down and explain to you all these side effects and things to watch out for and what's the plan going forward, then you've got yourself a great doctor. And he's going to give you the truth. He's going to say, hey, this is a strong medication. You need to be really careful, and we need to have a plan of when we're going to come off. Type of conversation, something like that, right? But yeah, literally the day I got put on Suboxone, it was literally just put this under your tongue. How do you feel? Are you good? Okay, see you next month. That's literally how it went for me, guys. And I think that's horrible. That really is. That's pretty horrible. I was young and dumb. I never considered a doctor would give me something that would make me feel so bad. Right? But that's how I got on pain meds. Same. So maybe I should have known better after taking them and feeling high. Yep. Yeah, when I got my motorcycle accident and they gave me the Loratab 10s, I knew what it was, right? I knew what was going to happen when I took that. Let's see. Whoa, we've been on here forever, guys. I need to hurry and speed up to these comments. T, I'm going to probably shut this down in about 10 minutes. T, if you're still in here, let us know. Let's see here. I'll tell you one thing. For me, it was the great Lord Jesus above that got me sober and still here on this earth, living and breathing. So that's interesting because Brandon is on Suboxone and he seems very well connected to Jesus and God, right? So some people say that it blocks that connection, but it seems like Brandon is pretty connected. Let's see here. I'll go a couple days without subs and then switch to Kratom. Yeah, guys, there's been some success stories with people switching down from low dose of Suboxone to Kratom, but there's also been some horror stories, right? There's been a lot of people who have went off the deep end with Kratom and then they had to get back on Suboxone. So just be careful, guys. That's all we got to say. Be careful. And do your research on the doses and track your doses. For full recovery from any Hudson, I was like, see, Justin didn't have a good experience with Kratom. I didn't have a good experience with Kratom, but Slow-Mo's on Kratom right now, and he enjoys it. There's been other people who have done good with Kratom, so it seems like it's a 50-50 split, honestly, from what I'm seeing. Some people have good luck with Kratom. Some people went off the deep end. Mama Cindy, she was having all sorts of health problems from Kratom, right, guys? She was spending $100 a day on Kratom. So it can get out of hand just like it can get out of hand with anything. Glad I haven't had one in I don't know how many years. And Marky's driving. Oh, be careful. Be careful, mother trucker. He's mother trucking. Got to decide if you want to go down the narrow path or the path that leads to destruction. It isn't easy. Justin says, got to run, y'all. Have a good night. All right, Justin, check in with us next week and let us know how that drinking goes for you, brother. Good job on the every other day stuff. Good job on the every other day. So yeah, my point is it's very difficult to get off. Yes, I don't think anybody on this chat will deny that point. I think we are all definitely in agreement that Suboxone is hard, very hard to get off of. Everybody, I hope, knows that. And so make sure that you guys know that you're in for a challenge when it comes time to get off of Suboxone. It is hard, guys, for sure. For sure. Yeah, it's very challenging. It's a life or death, 100% huge spiritual implications. I appreciate you too, Justin. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Let's see here. Nothing from Gonzo. Dude, that really, really not good. So Slow, I'm just making sure that I understand you right. You have Gonzo's phone number and you've tried calling him. Is that what you're saying? Has not read messages for a while. So Kimmy, you got his number too? Guys, call him, leave him a voicemail or something. So, okay, so Slow-Mo says on Suboxone, I was spiritually disconnected. Brandon, do you feel that way too as far as your connection with God? Do you feel like Suboxone blocks you spiritually? Brandon, let us know, because I know Brandon is really into religion as well. And I'm not really ever sure, guys, how to say that, because I don't know much about how to talk about religion and stuff. So if I say the wrong word, don't roast me, guys. Okay, so Telegram. Okay, so they're both saying Telegram. Well, maybe he just got off of there. Maybe he just didn't check that. I know a lot of people don't like have their notifications set up on there, so hopefully it's just that. So I was thinking you were actually like calling his personal number. Is anybody connected with him on social media? So Brandon says, no, it does not keep me from disconnecting. So Brandon says he doesn't feel spiritually disconnected. So we got one person that says he felt spiritually disconnected, and then we have another person that says that he does not feel that. So it's just like everything, guys. It's person to person. So let's make sure that we all just kind of love each other for where we're at, guys. I tried calling and messaging. Wait, these are way old here. Yeah, I like that. He says, Jesus saves millions, in fact, billions I've witnessed. I love that comment. I even saw Kimmy was talking about praying and getting some response to that. That was awesome to see that. Kimmy B. I'm looking it up now. Dopamine Nation is great. The author Anna Lemke did an interview with Andrew Huberman. I watched that too. I watched that many times in the height of my coke addiction to quit. Yes, guys, I'm glad he brought that up. Yes, there's a great video on YouTube with Andrew Huberman and Anna Lemke. So guys, go watch that if you're interested in learning about the dopamine stuff and how to balance that out and what addiction does to our dopamine levels. And it can really help you understand why you're feeling like shit in certain times, and why you've done this to yourself and how to get yourself out of the trap that you've got yourself into. It seriously, it can make a huge difference in your life for sure. Dopamine Nation. You can get it on audiobook and just listen to it if you're not a physical book kind of guy. That's what I did. I don't like physically reading books. I like to listen to the yes, right there. And I think it's pretty cheap too, guys. Trust me, it's not something that I don't recommend books. I'm not a book guy, but the few books that I have read, I'll let you know if I think that they're worthwhile, because like I said, I'm not a book guy, so I don't ever talk about books, or I hardly ever even read them. But when I do, if it's good, I'm going to share that info with y'all. Speedy scroll. So I like that comment. Slow says, I didn't know I would be chained for 8 years. I had to forgive my doctor. Yep. I was treated the same way, Kev. Doesn't that piss you off? Yeah, dude, it does suck. It really does suck. And like also another thing that really, and I hope to God this isn't going on in 2024, guys. Let me know if people new to Suboxone, if it's still this way. I would really be disappointed in our healthcare system if it was like this. So back in 2017, when I got on Suboxone, guys, Literally, it was like a copy and paste. No matter what dose you're on, you start off at 16 milligrams of Suboxone. What? No. No, man. Why? Come on. Come on, doc. Guys, I hope doctors aren't still out there doing that. I really hope that they're not making people start out on 16 milligrams of Suboxone. That is way too high for a lot of people. That's not cool. I hope that's not going on anymore. I really hope they figured out that lower doses of Suboxone can get you a long way. Okay, so Tara's still here. All right, I really got a speedy scroll here. We got to wrap this up in about the next... What do we got, guys? We've been on here for... The counter thing is like janky on me. Let's see here. So it's how long can anybody tell me how long we've been on this live stream for? Can anybody tell me how long we've been on this live stream for? I would appreciate it. It looks to me like we've been on here for an hour, or 2 hours and about 45 minutes. Does that look right to you guys? If you guys could let me know, I would appreciate you. Oh, so Brandon says 2 hours. 2 hours and 45 minutes. Okay, so yeah, my clock is a little off here. So Kimmy says, yeah, 40 to 70 milligrams daily Norco addiction, and originally prescribed 8 milligrams of subs. What? Yeah, that's too high, right? That's too high. Could you guys, I mean, damn. I remember my buddy's wife went to the same doctor that I went to, the same one and he did the same thing to her, guys. This was years later, and this doctor actually passed away. He was really, really old. So I'm really hoping that was what it was, is he was just set in his ways. But she went in there with a 40 to 50 milligram Norco daily addiction, and he made her take 16 milligrams, guys. And she was bonked out of her mind. Absolutely incredible. Horribly incredible. And I really hope that there's doctors out there that are better understanding of this medication and how to better match their addiction to their Suboxone dose. And that's why we talk about this stuff so much on this channel, guys, because I think that there's still a lot of doctors out there that don't have the information. They don't have the experiences that we've had here on this channel and all the information that everybody has shared with us on this channel, right, guys? So I don't know. It's just really scary to think that if you go in with a 30 milligram a day habit and they're going to put you on 60 milligrams, that could definitely probably take somebody out. I won't lie about that. That's a big dose for somebody with a low dose of a Norco addiction. It's like, why not start with something small and work your way up? Especially if fentanyl isn't in the picture, right? Especially if it's a decent low dose of Norco like Kimmy was talking about. Start with 1 milligram, man. That should be plenty. Maybe go up to 2, right? Hopefully these doctors are figuring this stuff out. Slow says, Brandon, do you feel spiritually connected to Christ? And Brandon said, yes, I am. Balliot says, thanks for the stream, Kevin. I'm done raking leaves and got so much done. Still listening in the background, and next week will be better about participating in the chat. Love you all. Yes, awesome. We will look forward to seeing you next week, Balliot. Thank you for that sponsorship earlier today. I really appreciate the love, my friend. He says, tracking doses is so important. Yes, guys. Yes, please track your doses, whether it's alcohol, whether it's Kratom, whether it's Suboxone, whether it's Sublocade. Track that shit so you know where you're at with your progress, right? You know if you're making progress in the right direction, because if you're just going off of memory, this stuff can kind of mess your memory up a bit. Peter says, if Kratom helps with 50% of the withdrawal, you'll have to deal with that 50% of the withdrawal it helps mitigate. I'd say always feel a little sick to make progress, my boy. That is a great point, Peter, for sure. If you guys can keep yourself on the brink of withdrawal, that lets you know that you're going in the right direction as far as your tolerance to opiates, right? Or Kratom or Suboxone or whatever you're taking. If you're feeling comfortable and happy, you shouldn't be feeling that way. If the goal is to get off of something, you need to feel a little bit uncomfortable. Or if you're just down to suffer and get it over with, then you can feel a lot uncomfortable and speed things up. But I always say, guys, you can either pay with suffering or you can pay with time. So it's up to you. See, scrolling, keep these doggies scrolling. Damn, it's getting late, guys. It's already past 6. What? Oh boy. What's that song? Boy. My throat is getting dry up in here. Okay. Do you feel emotions, Brandon? We're all different, Brandon says. He says it's okay. Balliot says prayer is great. 2:45. Oh, 2 hours and 45 minutes I was on. So Kimmy, when they put you on that dose, did you take that 8 milligrams? And if so, how did you feel when they put you on that dose? Was it just way too strong for you? I think I remember you were talking about that in the video we did. Oh boy. Oh boy. Proudly ignorant. Good to see you back up in here. It says, hi Kevin, figured I'd come ghost listen just to stalk Tara before her stream to see what's holding her up. It's me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to finish up here soon. Everyone here should come check it out, by the way. I don't know if anybody's cooler than this guy, Kevin. Haha. Yes, but yeah, guys, we're going to wrap things up here shortly. Let's see here. What's up, brother? I need to finish up the comments here, guys. Oh, I know. He's joking. I know. Let's see here. Hi, Mo. Hi, Edge. Just trying to make sure there's no comments I need to respond to here, guys. We still got 20 people up in here, guys. Let me go ahead and check the likes real quick and see if we passed 40. Hopefully we did. Yes, we did. 43 likes. I appreciate y'all smashing that, baby. And if you haven't yet done so, please smash the like. Let's get that puppy to 45 before we close out here. And scrolling. Scott says, did you get headaches or lightheaded after your last shot of Sublocade was wearing down? The only time I would notice headaches is when the dose was too high. Okay, so if you're on bupe and you're getting headaches, it's usually because your dose is too high, right? So as far as when the dose was getting too low, no. I've never had that from bupe. I've never had headaches from my dose getting too low on bupe. It was always when the dose was too high. Hopefully that helps, good sir. Boy, oh boy, boy. Yeah, Kimmy got that song stuck in my head earlier too. So it's your turn. Okay, sweet. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and thank the people who sponsored today's live stream. So shout out to the following people. I appreciate you guys showing love to the channel. So we had Balliot Brand coming through with a $38 super chat, baby, sponsoring today's live stream. I appreciate that, Balliot Brand. He was raking leaves up in there today. Make sure you guys go check out Balliot Brand's channel as well, guys. Also, super shout out to KG Smith. Even though she's not here today, she still hooked it up with a $30 Cash App donation. Shout out to you, KG Smith. I appreciate the love and consistency, girl. You are incredible. Also, Philo with a $20 Venmo. Shout out to you, Philo. I appreciate that. And thank you for chatting with us today. Hopefully we can see you here next Wednesday. Remember, guys, that we're here every single Wednesday at the same time and the same place. Also, Jill earlier, she was the first one with a $20 super chat. Shout out to you, Jill. If you're still up in here, I appreciate you sponsoring us today. And Kingdom Within, showing love with a $5 super chat. Shout out to you, Kingdom. I appreciate the love, my friend, and also appreciate that video you made as well. and for being such a positive force here on this YouTube channel, Kingdom. We appreciate the love, my friend. Is there any final comments anybody else has? If you do have a final comment, please say so now. Please say your comment now. Please speak your piece. Scott says, hey, great to be seen. It's good to see y'all. Good to see you too, Scott. Your boy has to get to the gym here. Let's see. So T says, I think it's wonderful that you're self-aware and want to understand what's going on. Let's see here. Nurse Kimmy got you, Scott. Drink more. Yeah, guys. If you're having headaches and you're on Bupe, or if you're on Kratom and you're having headaches, you need to drink more water. Remember that these medications, these substances, they will dry you out. They will drain the water from your body. So it's important that you stay well hydrated if you're on any of these medications, right? Same thing with Sublocade, guys. If you're on Sublocade, make sure that you drink plenty of water. Yeah, that's a great point, Kimmy. I'll teach you how to charm the ladies. Get the girl life coaching $2.99. He's gonna put you on that game, yo. I've just been lightheaded in the morning for a couple days and have been trying to figure it out. Yeah, definitely be chugging some more water. If you're not drinking a lot of water, that could definitely contribute to that. Are there any other medications that you're taking, Scott? Oh boy. I'll go to seek medical attention if needed. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Make sure that you guys go over and check out Tara's channel. She just posted a link to that. So she will be doing the after stream today. Shout out to everybody who participated today. Thank you to my sponsors who contributed today. And we will see you guys on the next one. And I'm going to put on this. All right, guys. So I had fun chatting with y'all. Sorry about showing up late today. I will have a good gym session. Thank you, Peter. I hope things look up for you, my friend. And get rid of that methadone as soon as you can, brother. Get your butt to the gym. Hey, Mama Cindy coming through with a sponsor bomb. She says, thank you. You know we got to drop the bomb for Mama Cindy real quick here. Is that still going to play the music? Nope. Restart that shit. Thank you, Mama Cindy. It's good to see you as always. I saw you on the liver disease guys channel, Mama Cindy. Did you see the comment I made to your post? I appreciate the sponsorship there. And yeah, I love y'all, and I hope to see you guys on the next Wednesday live stream. Bye, guys.